And we're back.
We're back. We had an exciting finish there at Overwatch. I'm so sorry we couldn't deliver that to you. The Cobras were actually able to make a comeback in the overtime period when we got cut off from stream. Just giving you guys a nice little update, and it was extremely close. So a hotly contested Overwatch battle that went Indigo's favor. We'll get that point added to them.
And now we have COD.
Well, no, we have Fortnite.
Fortnite. Okay.
Yeah, we have Fortnite. We spun the wheel, so we know what's coming up after Fortnite. We were in the Fortnite lobby. We're giving them the technical timeout. Like I said, we'll make sure that the Ghosts get that extra point back up on the board for them for winning. I'm sorry, Overwatch. Yep. Unless,
no.
What's the point already?
Yeah, I think that's
three.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my fault. Yeah. So, I'll be honest. I may be foreshadowing what I think is already going to happen. That's probably why I'm thinking about the extra point. If you guys are catching
Fortnite.
If you're catching my drift.
All right, so we are watching Rad is Mad.
And for those who know what he was doing, what his biggest game was. Yep.
Stop moving, buddy.
I still want to play target practice.
Hey, they practicing? No. All right, so we're gonna be getting the actual Fortnite footage here in a minute. So, who do you think wins this?
Oh, the Ghosts.
Think so?
They have Rad. Right. You know, I'll believe the hype. I'm going for it.
All right, so let's see.
I'll believe the hype until he gives me a reason not to believe it.
We're good?
So it looks like he's going the purple. All right.
I'm here.
Yeah, so right here we're getting the match set up. They're getting right into the lobbies, picking their weapons, and we're going to get the storm starting here in a moment, and the storm will close in, and we already see the building going through, things working, and we've already got some shots on.
Keyboard morph to write back in here for you guys. So who we have here? Who is that? This Rad who we're looking at right now, I believe.
I believe so.
Ooh, nice collision shots there into a box fight. Ooh,
Hey.
too clean. Too clean.
No. I'm not the one.
Way too clean.
Hydro got a kill, no lie. Hydro got a kill.
Yeah, you can tell he's in his element. He's having a good time. He's like, oh yeah, I get to play what I play. There's no better feeling than that.
Yeah, exactly. That was just clean as all it could be.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we gotta get Hydro cookies. Yeah, Hydro, we got you some cookies.
Okay.
Here we go, Chips Ahoy. Here we go.
So now we're gonna go back into it just for a second time here.
Fuck you. Hey, bro, chill. This is on stream. My bad. Hi, mom.
Rad showing his skill. I believe he picked up a sniper, so you're gonna start seeing these advanced builds already. Second he pops out there, gets comfortable. He knows exactly what he's looking for, and he's gonna start building and putting himself in position, getting a good shot done. He has a direct strategy. He knows exactly what he's going for, and he's already jumping right into the fray. Doesn't have a good shot that he really wanted to take without the cover. Able to build and peek. He's getting fired on from the right.
Yeah, but that won't matter.
Yo, what the
Because
fuck are these bees? They give you heals, bro. Chill. Peek me, peek me.
oh, okay.
How's
So
Connor as well?
Connor's got a Connor does have
In the
a
base as
license
well.
through Epic Games here, so that means he is able to receive
Chill the fuck out. I was just out of fall damage.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So he's driving a cook.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, well, let's see here. Yeah, he's catching them right in spawn. So,
Oh fuck, I'm 180.
which I don't expect less because with the way how Connor plays, you know, it's like any other professional Fortnite player out there. Who you
Oh
know,
my
brings the
god.
skill to it.
Oh my
gosh, just
Why
wide
so
open.
disrespectful?
The
The
disrespect.
teabag into the headshot. He said it's just too easy for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly how I expected that to go. He literally teabagged and headshotted and said, okay, I'm going to be gone.
Yep.
Goodbye. He said they didn't even recognize him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the building was very proficient there. We'll see what's going on with COD here. Both teams are going to have 4 minutes to get into the lobby. I believe this is Cobra set.
No, because Ghost set up Overwatch, so Cobras had to set up Fortnite, so this would be a Ghost setup here. This
No
might,
timeouts used.
yeah, no
No
timeouts,
timeouts, no forfeits. Just straight up 5-2 with 2:21 left. 2 hours 21 minutes left. Both teams kind of playing straight up. Surprised that timeout hasn't been called here to get some time saved, especially with some of the things that we've had go on. But so far, a pretty good battle. A lot of the shooters have rolled right now, which technically has worked in the Ghost favor.
Yep.
I think that they lost one or two of their shooters here for her Call of Duty,
Yep.
so could catch them out of rotation. But I fully expect Mystical to go in, and then either Hydra or Dev, I think.
Well, Mr. OG
Oh,
has
yeah,
done,
I
has
was
done
about
it
to say.
before too.
Yeah, I was just about to say OG's actually.
So,
Yeah.
if anything, I would probably be having seen Mystical and OG go in to do for Warzone, and then for Cobras, I think I would probably see Hogeki and Jekyll here. I think because I don't know.
I think they'll
if-
put TK in.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if TK or LA or Pop in that matter
TK
play.
plays. I'm pretty sure TK plays. I remember watching him play, and he plays pretty comfortably as well.
Okay.
It's just a matter of whether they want to save him for a shooter or not. Not a shooter, the fighting games.
Right.
Because right now we've had a lot of shooters and a
Yeah.
few sports role.
Mhm.
No racers.
Yeah, because we've had 4 shooters out of 6 or 7 shooters.
6, I think.
6, yeah. So we have 4 out of the 6 shooters that already have been done already.
2 sports games.
2 sport games and 1 fighters.
Yeah.
So probably, I mean, it could be possible that we might have seen all shooters being played before the first half.
So that means we've got a lot of strategy on the board, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of racers. Both teams actually have not gotten through that many games here to start off.
No.
I don't know that that's by design or just by game flow. I think both teams are just very confident in every game and would much rather play it out. I think the Cobras low-key have them right where they want them, though, if that makes sense. With some of the
because I think because when it comes to all the other games, the Cobras have a lot
Mystical
more
and OG.
a lot more
We were right on that.
practice in regards to all the other parts of the
Mhm.
wheel. And like
Pop
when we
and
saw,
TK.
yep, okay,
pretty
all
big
right.
on the predictions there. That's enough
Ugh.
fighting game depth too. Like that's the thing. Like that's where the Cobras are covered. Like they can afford to use
Yeah.
these other players in games that they also specialize in, and that's what happens when you have good overlap in particular categories, right? So if you strengthen one category, that then gives, because not everybody plays the same games. That then gives you flexibility to put people in for other games that they're good at because you have enough depth. So you're not really just waiting and playing for 1 or 2 games that might just roll because that category is essentially synced up for you.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I believe that with this first half, as you said, this might pull into the Ghost's favor at the moment, but this might be where the Cobras want to be right now because, they're getting through practically all the shooters right now, which is basically a third, or like almost half of the roster of what the Ghosts mostly cover. And then we have a bunch of sport games that we still have to go through. We have a bunch of fighters,
Yeah.
strat, and racers. So, and I think that's what we will end up seeing a lot more from the Cobras when those strats, fighters, and sport games roll up. I know that with like Bubbles, he is a racer and all, but like a lot of the racing games, I don't know if like all the Cobras are very efficient together as for racing games.
Mhm.
But we do know that they have major coverage when it comes to sports strategy, and also to fighters as well. So we'll
I-
have to see how that
I wouldn't say
holds.
that. Well, I think that strategy of fighters are going to be a lot more closely contested than you might be anticipating. I don't think that they'll fully be like one way or the other. I think that it'll be a little bit tougher for the Ghost fighter wise, but they have a fighting squad. Like they have 3
Yeah.
fighters right there staring, and OG who fills in as a good backup. So really, that's more of a rotational thing for the Ghosts. But now they can play to that, right? So they're gonna know to leave those 3 pretty much available moving forward.
Mhm.
So it's not like they're gonna be completely out of luck on that front. So I think fighters will
Yeah.
actually be fairly contested. They do lean in Cobra's favor though. Cobra started off 2-0 and have since lost 5 straight.
Yeah.
So, and part of the reason why we haven't seen that many games played is because we have had a lot of the shooters roll. So with the shooters rolling, they typically take up a little bit more time. And then Madden was very long. Like that's a very interesting play from the Cobras. I would have forfeited just to keep it moving. and move on to the next couple games, right?
Yeah.
Because the way LA was playing in that actually cost them on time that I think that the Cobras could use to climb back into this game because the Cobras are a formidable team as we've seen throughout the season, and it's a matter of their games rolling. I think they do have the advantage in strategy, so you'd think that they'd want to execute that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So as we did notice here that the Cobras called their first timeout. That's probably my guess is that they probably had some issue trying to get somebody in. That's probably my guess. Because the Ghosts, I'm pretty sure, had set the game up everything accordingly. I think the Cobras just might have some issue with one of their players just trying to get in, which probably would make sense. But it's just question is whether if they got them in time enough before that timer does run out, or if or if they're gonna end up using another timeout again, because if those timeouts are getting burned just because of a technicality, then that's gonna be an issue. But if it is something that is wrong with the computer itself, then it could be technical.
Right.
So, but we'll find out here. We'll find out, see how it is. But for those of you watching and you have seen COD being played here, you guys know how the gameplay works. We play here on Surgeons on 2v2, and we end up playing it for the team that ends up leading with the most kills within one big battle royale of 4-player insurgents.
Right. And the scoring. Anyways, so the scoring is tallied up at 2,000. Sorry. So for every 1,000 you get a point. For every kill you get a point. So for instance, if a team has 4,003 kills, they will have 7 points.
Yep.
So that is the other tally.
So, but we've seen that with a lot of teams that do play COD, it's either been one of two things. It's either been they go completely separate ways and they do their own type of thing, or like one team tries to stick with the other team and tries to pick off the kills from the other team.
And DNF Duel is next, so depending on how fast we go here, the Cobras have a team available for... Actually, this is going to be a big contest here for DNF Duel after this. And right here, I believe we have eyes on TK, and now we have eyes on OG. Yep. And, Ghosts actually coming out and just doing what they do. Pretty good shooters.
I don't want to mark it for them.
So, as we see here, we are on a very interesting line here for the drop. As we see that with the line, it's more on the I guess you could say the more smaller side of the map than to the bigger part of the map.
Right, now we got eyes on Mystical.
Yep.
He's dropping. They probably got marked out.
Okay, so now here it comes.
Now we got eyes on Pop.
So I think looks like Pop and TK are trying to establish about where they're going to end up going here. Looks like here they're going to try to go for the very edge of the map there, which might give them a little bit of a tactical advantage if they play this right. Ooh, look at that. Someone's got an LA Thieves skin. So, yeah, let's see here. It seems like that with Pop and Tiki, they might go to that marker there to start things off. So let's see about what they do here once they jump out for the landing zone. Now that is a bigger part of the map, so it could be that there be a lot more people over there on that side, and a lot more bigger spawns over here for weapon spawns. This is the first time that we're seeing them be pulled this far from the map. So we're gonna find out, see about what they do here in regards about getting on their start here.
And probably a weapon play, something on those lines. So that's what they're aiming for.
Yep. So it does look like here that both teams did split off from each other. So it doesn't look like that we will end up seeing team kills being played off here. So it's just a matter about how
that's a double-edged sword, right? especially since you're competing with each other. It's essentially a kill and damage race.
Yep.
So you could easily just steal the kills, even though they're racking up the damage. So,
OG's getting
and
shot
it
at.
goes for both teams. Really, that last shot is
The
what
right building.
matters.
Mm-hmm.
In that
Exactly.
instance,
Exactly.
you don't want to be competing for damage as well. You could both have eyes on the same person, you know, and it's just fun
Have, like, a
because usually
fully
that's
auto.
not how you would do it. But that makes sense. What they did right there, they went off to the furthest part of the map, went and collected guns that they were looking for, then got on the helicopter and decided, okay, we're going
He's
to
on your
go somewhere
left.
else.
Yep.
Mystical OG is sitting on your left side.
Ooh, nice shots being made there. Looks like those guys popped up right underneath the bridge.
Definitely an interesting strat.
Yeah, vehicle v vehicle.
Oh wow, that's a down.
Chasing it.
It's going to crash because he's the only one in there.
Oh, I thought that was a
Almost.
down. That looked like it was clean shot there. Oh, but he was caught off guard. He got caught off guard by a different player. So now Pop's by himself at the moment until TK spawns back in.
And the ghost opting to stay in the helicopter. Picking up the homies. Let's
Can you
go.
check the
There you go.
scoreboard?
It's a very interesting strat. It's actually the first time I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't really seen any teams using the helicopter as a option.
There you go. Pop getting a good down right there.
But remember,
Gotta
Pop.
see if he can finish it
Pop. Oh. Uh-oh.
So he was going for the airstrike just to secure the kill.
Oh, but
you see
they
right
got
there,
the
yeah, they
kill
had
confirmation.
They got the
there.
kill, but definitely got jump.
Yep. Now, if I understand correctly, let's see here. We have
Okay, OG's
two-
still alive, so
yeah. So OG has
Played up.
2, and I think Mystical has 1 at the moment. So technically, in a sense, if they had died right here, right now,
they would've won.
they would have won. Yeah, they would have been able to finish the game and win the game.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, nice way to break the armor there.
Oh, great shot.
Shoreline.
Almost there. Almost had him.
I'm pushing off a little bit.
So yeah, Mystical has also 2 kills as well under his belt, so they do have a total of 4 kills right now. The question is that how many kills do both for the Cobras have here at the moment? Oh, try to get that snipe shot in.
Let's
Ends
see
up
if this person
losing
keeps
him.
poking. I wouldn't.
Nice pickup.
Okay. So yeah, so now here, see someone dropping in
Yep,
there. That
gonna get
is
that
a
easy pickings.
Oop, that's gonna be very tough there. So right there in the bathroom. Oh, but knocks
Oh.
both of them. Both of them get
Mystical, check your
knocked.
scoreboard,
That is
check scoreboard.
crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now see here we have on TK and Pop
Yep,
once
T-
more.
TK and Pop using good synergy right here. They're on the same wave with each other, and I really appreciate that actually.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like TK and Pop are actually very close to them right now. Looks like here Pop has 3 kills, and I'm not sure how many TK has the moment. Oh, was it possible that TK and Pop came in like right after they died? Because they were literally not that far from them from that area.
One's flying.
Hey, it could be. Came in and did a little bit of cleanup.
Yep. So it looks like here that OG is trying to
Just remember, your pings are also for them.
so yeah, it looks like here he's trying to see about where someone is at. It looks like he's either him or someone else on his team had pointed that out to him. So, oh,
No, that's a good kill right there.
There you go.
Mystical
There you
gaining
go.
another kill on top of it. And then that makes it 4 kills for now for Mystical. And I think we still have 3. Okay, so we have 3 for Mr. OG, so that is a total of 7 kills right now for the Ghosts.
Yep.
The ghosts are. This has been a pretty good back and forth actually.
Inside this building.
Both teams putting on a pretty decent performance here.
They
Forgot what game we were watching, but Cutters just went absolutely crazy one game. I think he had like 16, 18 kills, something like that. It was,
Oh wow, that's crazy.
yeah, he had a field day.
So it looks like here that we have both Pop and TK with them right now because we did see someone else join up with them. See there. So now we have TK.
Does he have none?
See here. Looks like TK has no kills right now. He's got no kills. That's gonna be very unfortunate at the moment here. He's gotta be able to rack up some kills there if they're gonna be able to get something. Now, I wonder if they noticed it, but they have Mr. OG just walking with them right now. So I'm kind of not sure if they're aware of that or if
I think they are for the most part, because the other benefit to the way we play this is it does help you. It helps one side for sure to keep the your teammates alive.
Yeah.
Technically, they're your teammates, but you're just competing with them, right?
Yeah.
So if you would like to extend the game, it just makes sense. Plus, at this point, if they're behind on kills and damage, it's probably better for them to stick around and just try and pick off whatever they're doing. It's the other way to look at it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We do see here that the circle is actually closing right now. So we're gonna see what happens here. Ooh, that was a good attempt shot there.
Jump.
There's hella people up here, but yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So now OG and
We gotta move
the
because like
school have dived off there.
that height's gonna
Oh,
have better.
there.
Advantage
Who's yellow there? It's not. Is that TK or either TK or Pop? I can't tell.
Let's go. Let's go to the right.
Okay, so TK and Pop are together. Okay.
TK still looking for that first kill.
Yep.
That's not gonna bode well for them
Yep.
in the grand scheme of things.
Nope,
See you,
not
to
as
your right.
much.
To the right, right here, right
He's
here.
got to
to
be
the
able to
left.
put some of them on the board if they're gonna end up wanting to get something here. I think it looks like Pop might be able to notice that there might be someone there.
Going around the left.
So we're gonna end up trying to investigate
Right here, I
more
see him.
to see if there is somebody to confirm. Oh, and looks like it is correct. So
I mean, there's some damage there, so that's good.
Watch yourself.
Even if they can't necessarily confirm the kill, at least they got damage off of it. And
Yep.
OG is just absolutely
Somebody
picking off.
hiding in the fucking corner. Good job.
Let's see what they do here.
I'm dropping down at 15.
Pop with 3.
Yep. And
Alright,
then
never mind,
let's see,
they're
OG.
respawning.
Yeah, see, OG was able to get one of those kills. Now he's just following Pop. He's just following Pop. So if Pop ends up finding anybody to shoot at, OG's gonna try to see if he can be able to steal those kills.
Getting this roll good.
Man, that is
Well,
unfortunate.
the kill still goes to OG. He downed him.
Yeah, well, that one, yes, he did, yeah. But that is
Alright,
very
circle's
unfortunate,
closing in.
though. Oh, just coming out from Storm there.
Make sure you play it up, play it up, play it up, play it up.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, put it-
they're feeling
Yeah,
a
we-
little
we got
confident here. The Ghosts are, as they should. I mean, they have a massive lead. We haven't even checked back in on Mystical to see how many kills he has.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And there goes kill number 6 and damage. This one is turning into a runaway
Yep, it's
from the
yours.
Ghosts.
Yeah,
Yep.
So the Ghosts will
if you down
more than
them
likely
and
be
then
sitting
the
up at
circle takes their
6-2
life,
by the end
you
of this.
still,
Right, Ghosts
get the
having the
points
advantage
for
in
getting
shooters
the
coming
kill
out
confirmed.
and flexing that. They haven't lost one yet, have
Yep.
they?
Nope.
They won Apex, they won Gears, they won Overwatch, they won Fortnite,
Yep.
and it looks like they're gonna win COD too.
Yep. That's looks
That's
like
That's
that's
5
gonna
big
flicker.
W's.
Oh, there's a bunch of people right here.
Watch it, watch it. Watch
Did TK finally getting that kill? See if TK can heat up here. That'd be crazy if he did. Just reeled off 4 or 5 straight. Pop with a solid 5. But it's just not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough to be able to contend and be able to.
Yeah, TK
rack
just not
up
having
similar.
his best match so far. That's all it's really coming down to.
Mhm.
OG sitting here with a casual 7.
I'm good.
See, with that heartbeat sensor is actually
Missile scoreboard.
pretty smart to do because that could be able to detect anybody who could pop up on their radar, unless if they don't have perk that allows you to hide from
Oh, I
radar.
didn't see it long enough. I'm bad.
Right now, here it looks like here that they're staying in a big
Yeah.
bunch group or
17
bundle
17
group
to 6.
here, trying to see
Yep, there's
whether
two people
they
over
could be
there.
able
I'm just,
to take kills off from each other, or if
over there,
something
the
else is
outside
going to
circle, I'm
happen
just busting
and
that
then
and get a free
they
kill.
do something different.
Go. Cool. Cool.
Okay. All right. Then. Okay, so it looks like here that with the UAV call there from Pop, he's gonna try to see about who
Alright,
can
watch
be
that. Hey,
around.
backside, backside.
Oh, but
Backside.
there's two people just like right around TK there.
Let's meet him. Let's meet him. Let's meet him. Come on. Where you at, TJ?
Looking at this dude right here in the room.
Okay.
no,
Ooh,
I'm-
good attempt on the sniper.
May have pushed there.
This is let's go ahead and where we push, guys.
Side.
Nice
That's a big
knock.
shot, though.
Nice knock.
Hey, he inside. Inside
That's
the
a
creeping.
great knock.
Watch the smoke coming out.
Go ahead and confirm those kills. Confirm those kills.
He's trying to, but he's getting a lot of gunfire back.
12 kills already. We got 12 altogether, bro.
That's a lot.
That's another one.
TK heating up.
Another one. That's the whole team. That's the whole squad there.
Left.
So TK's got 4 kills.
There's 3.
Yeah, but are you seeing Mystical with 12?
Oh gosh.
Like I said, we hadn't focused back on Mystical to see what he's been doing, and clearly he's been getting busy.
Play it up.
That is
There we
it.
go.
Mystical is finally done there.
Check
Oh,
the
they
scoreboard.
finished in 3rd
Scoreboard.
place there with 12. Oh
Hit it again.
oh.
17.
I think
That's 17 off top. Oh no, actually, 19. That's
Let's see.
19.
19 then 5 and 4.
16.
So yeah, so 19
12k
to,
damage. Yeah, they dropped
Oh,
almost
gosh.
30. He dropped almost 30 on him.
Goodness
COD was
gracious.
not close. What is going on?
Oh,
I just
Lord.
look, hands off, hats off. Y'all got it. Y'all,
Goodness.
hey. Best performance we've seen so far. Even better than Cutters. At
Goodness.
this point, sorry, Cutters. But like I was just praising them. I'm like, yo, they both came out and dropped points.
Yeah, they did. They did. And with the little quad kill that TK was able to grab there.
It helped, but it's
Yeah.
like that's what they needed before, and
Yeah.
I think TK was just having issues finding people. Really, that's what it was coming down to.
Yeah.
So here we've got DNF rolling up. So far, like 6 straight from the Ghost. Granted, games that are in their category. Almost dropped Overwatch, so good on the Cobras for sticking it out there. Had Overwatch gone a different way, we'd be looking at 5-3. We got DNF popping up right here. Only 2 minutes on the setup timer, but both teams are ready to go. We'll see what the next wheel spin is. As far as
There
that
we
team
go.
didn't call a time out here, but they wouldn't be able to play it fast
Yeah.
enough. And it looks like we have Valorant to come out of the half.
Ooh. That's with both teams reset there.
All
That is
operators.
gonna
So
be-
yet another shooter.
that's the last shooter.
The last one, but still another one. Enough to create a lead and for the Ghost to play keep away more or less. You never know.
Yep.
So we got Devin LJ, which is what we expect. And we got LA and Jekyll.
Yep.
This is going to be fun times here. It's going to be a really good matchup. The Cobras, I'm not going to say they have to win this, but
They're gonna need something.
6-3 definitely looks a lot better than 7-2.
Yeah, they're gonna
And-
need something to break that momentum because if the Ghosts keep that momentum going, they're gonna continue to rack up more. All right, then. So we have LA starting off with the Vanguard, and then we have Skater Girl starting off with that Berserker. Now, let's see who gets the benefit from it, because we know that Vanguard has a little bit more of that reach, but Berserker has more of those.
He's more in your
Options.
face, yeah.
Yeah.
And right here, P2.
Oh,
Okay, so that's LA.
yep, that's LA there for you, because with Vanguard they have a little bit more of a range aspects for their hits, but Berserker they're like a medium range to close range type of deal.
And let's see if LJ can pick apart LA's offense here and open him up. LA just casually going. LJ has her blood. Oh my god, that could be a big break. She's getting some of her health back. Let's see if LA can diminish that. That's a great grab.
Ooh, can
Oh, that's a big. Ooh, that
oh
was a whiff.
no!
Whoa, good stuff
gosh,
from LA to clinch that up. That's a big W in that's real big time back and forth between LJ and LA. I know they're familiar with each other's playstyles in this game. We'll see what they do with this.
That was a good answer back.
LA decided to be more in her face here to start the round, trying to give her a different look. She's adapted to the ranged attacks. He's going to put pressure. Excellent on LA to extend this combo here. He's probably going to take a step back here in a second.
Oh,
catching.
Skater Girl got caught.
Yep, catching LJ coming in, being forthcoming and aggressive. So the switch up in playstyle for LA really helped him out here because it got LJ to act slightly out of character and the grab to come in and finish. LA is trying to put this one away. LJ with the good mix-up, coming back with an overhead. Seems to have dropped. Can she turn the table? She might be able to because she got him in the corner. Now it's up to LA to respond. LA, I might be playing for that grab. LA's going to try and play defense the whole way through. He needs one more hit. He doesn't want to. And
can he play the timer? Can he be able to play that timer?
that's what he's going for.
Oh, but he's able to retaliate.
That was very smart on LA's part. He knew that she was going to get antsy and aggressive because of the timer going off. So he knew that LJ had to make a move. So in doing that, he basically baited her in and then used a move to counter her, whatever it was that she threw out. Sorry, I'm not familiar with exactly what it is, but super smart.
Yeah, that was great move made by LA.
So
there.
LA with the sweep. So he's got both lives available. So now Dev, who is also very good at this game, was going to have to come out, do his thing, get this W, and then face Jekyll. This has been very interesting so far, and nice way to go in the half. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if if LA has enough to take out Dev.
All right, then. So LA with the Ranger again, and then Dev with with Vanguard, and then Dev with the Ranger. Okay, so we have both range characters here. So let's see who goes first.
Dev trying to open up here. I think LA is just trying to gather information, be patient. Okay, oh no, it was a button check.
Yep. But I mean, that would have been a good time to do survey about how the other player does do.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you're just looking to make sure you got some options set.
Yep. Okay, so back to the same map that they were on. Okay. Ooh, but this is gonna be interesting though because both characters are both range, but whoever's gonna making the first push is gonna end up deciding about how this whole game's gonna go. So let's see what happens. Yes, we know your all's intros. Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, here we go.
See if LA can follow up that strong performance. Dev also had time to see exactly how LA is going to play it, so that does help Dev out because he has an understanding, but maybe he switches up for the character matchup. Okay, and LA able to catch Dev coming on in.
Yep. Right there.
And LA just piecing him up with this combo, tried to reset him. Excellent pressure from LA to open up Dev. Dev is not knowing what to do right now, and it is not looking good for him. Let's see if LA can finish this off here. Oh my God, what a read from LA. He knew he was going to activate something and just said, all right, I'll just casually sit back here. Love what I'm seeing from LA right here. LA just casually having a good time, man. There we go. Dev able to get a little bit of... Dev is sensing the urgency. Because obviously he's down to 1 life. He's up against it. He has to take out 3 without losing. Wasting all of his meter, Dev was. And that's what LA was waiting for. Dev trying to open him up. And oh my God, LA shifting right through the move and catches him on the way in. We've got a much more even second round here between LA and Dev. LA just making sure to keep poking at him at range and forcing Dev to deal with him. Now LA getting opened up and caught. Now he's going to get some mix-ups here that he's going to have to worry about. And able to get out of it. this is looking like Dev is going to have it. He's just going to pressure him from distance.
Yep, which is probably what you would want to do, especially if you
Because now he can play time.
Yeah, especially
and good
if you
bounce
keep
back
leading
round
with
from
help
Dev.
too.
Yes, good bounce back right from Dev.
Okay, so 1-1 now. There you go with LA with the long range. Both hit with a counter hit.
Good adjustments from Dev, not biting on the pressure that opened up earlier. So now LA's gonna have to switch his attack up, and that's what he did. He went high-low. I think it was overhead low, actually.
All right, Dev making his pushback now. Okay, LA making the response now. These two guys have been doing very good about responding to each other when they start making pokes.
Oh,
but the
big.
special! Oh my lord!
Big play from LA. Big time setup, and he had to hit that. Let's see if this kills. I'm not quite sure that it does. It doesn't.
Oh.
But it puts him in an advantageous situation with the amount of time left on the clock. Oh no.
Oh, no, he's got to play that time. Just play that time.
I don't know that the time is going to be able to help him out. That's right. Okay,
Oh,
LA syncs it up. That's super close.
Oh my gosh, that is
Clutch
crazy.
moments from LA. Excellent way to end the half. He was LA's like, yeah, I know. I had to do it to you.
Oh my lord, but yes, good plays made by LA there, making the claim against Skate Girl and Dev was a very good play there. As you see there within the gauntlet there, they're trying to share between the two matchups there. So we'll go ahead and break on off for the 15 minutes for you guys. So we'll be back here in just a little bit.
All right. See you at half.
BeatStars.com. Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Yeah. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game. Oh my gosh, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game. I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started. I won't go, diamonds froze, life is cold to be cold. Rats told what they told, I gotta stay 10 toes. Homies calling tenfold, gang always train to go. When I go, they go away, drip out the stove. When I get my first deal, I'ma buy my family a cribbo. I got an S on my chest, so they making me feel like a hero. Summer be hot, but life so cold, I'm thinking I'm like Sub-Zero. I'ma go get a bag and turn the cash straight into heroes, yeah. Yeah, they on me. Yeah, I be up in the coop doing the dash. Now they can't catch me. I be up in the kitchen cooking it up like give me the recipe. People be acting like we friends, now we ain't friends. Y'all boys my enemies. Yeah. Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game. Oh my gosh, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game. I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started, yeah.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Yeah. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game. Oh my gosh, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game. I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started. I won't go, diamonds froze, life is cold to be cold. Rats told what they told, I gotta stay 10 toes. Homies calling tenfold, gang always train to go. When I go, they go away, drip out the stove. When I get my first deal, I'ma buy my family a cribbo. I got an S on my chest, so they making me feel like a hero. Summer be hot, but life so cold, I'm thinking I'm like Sub-Zero. I'ma go get a bag and turn the cash straight into heroes, yeah. Yeah, they on me. Yeah, I be up in the coop doing the dash. Now they can't catch me. I be up in the kitchen cooking it up like give me the recipe. People be acting like we friends, now we ain't friends. Y'all boys my enemies. Yeah. Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game, oh my god, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game, I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started, yeah.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Yeah. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game, oh my gosh, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game, I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started. I won't go, diamonds froze, life is cold to be cold. Rats told what they told, I gotta stay 10 toes. Homies calling tenfold, gang always train to go. When I go, they go away, drip out the stove. When I get my first deal, I'ma buy my family a cribbo. I got an S on my chest, so they making me feel like a hero. Summer be hot, but life so cold, I'm thinking I'm like Sub-Zero. I'ma go get a bag and turn the cash straight into heroes, yeah. Yeah, they on me. Yeah, I be up in the coop doing the dash. Now they can't catch me. I be up in the kitchen cooking it up like give me the recipe. People be acting like we friends, now we ain't friends. Y'all boys my enemies. Yeah. Niggas tryna put me on the game, but niggas know that I got it. Haters be looking over this way, they thinking that I'm a hot topic. Niggas thinking they can play the game, oh my god, please better stop it. I'ma take off in this game, I'm taking off just like a rocket. I'ma stay strong for my team, cause I'm always keeping it solid. I live my life like a beach, cause I wanna be in the tropics. Whenever I can't get them keys, just give me the keys to the Mazda. Then show up to the party in the Mazda, then you know we just getting it started, yeah.
BeatStars.com.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are back for the second half here between the Ghosts and the Cobras, and we had left off with the Cobras getting a DNF victory against the Ghosts.
And now we are back to Valorant.
Oof. That's gonna be an interesting one.
I mean, we did have a very interesting first half. This next half is gonna be really exciting.
Yeah.
So, despite the first game, right, first matchup between these two teams, the Cobras were the ones that ended up winning it, right?
Yeah.
So we're seeing a bit of a different game where the Cobras are actually down now 6-3, right?
Yep, that is true. Yeah, and also on top of here, we are running through a lot more games to what the Ghosts are much more
Accustomed
superior in compared to the Cobras. And with Valorant here, this does mark the last game for the shooting category.
No, we still have Halo.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we still have Halo. That is right. That is right. So, even if that were the case, we are almost done with one whole category. So, in a sense, this might put a little bit of a put the Cobras back into the game, possibly, because we still have a bunch of other games that they're pretty efficient at.
Well, what is interesting, at least for me right now, is like you said, going into the next part of the half is the Ghost. Because if we're being honest, at least in my opinion, I think if the games had rolled in the same exact order for the same exact people, that this would have been the score at halftime for the first time the Cobras and Ghosts met, right? Like I don't think this truly shows their growth yet as a team. It's some of these other games, right? Like I want to see how the Ghosts start faring in like the races, because I know they've been putting an effort in that. I want to see the Cobras how they start faring in some of these other categories.
Very true.
Because I think, like I said, I think if this same wheel spun, it would have been the same score early in the season. I don't think it's shown, and I know the Ghosts have had a lot of growth, but I don't think right now it's shown a lot of the growth that they've had, and there's still so much more.
Yeah,
like I said, races is something that they really, really want to see, right?
Yeah.
Sports, it's something else that they want to see. So.
I'm not super familiar.
Oh
with
yeah,
the subs
definitely here.
Oh, also, all ops are allowed.
Yes, we did have a confirmation from that earlier at the beginning of the match that when Apex and Valor both rolled, both teams had agreed that all operators were allowed to be used for the match.
And now we have 2K.
So with here we have so we have a very interesting setup here. So we have Mystical that is going to be playing the Killjoy, which is actually a pretty good defensive.
We can set the turret up and
yep. Basically, if you're not familiar with Killjoy is more of a defensive type of player, which basically she can set up a turret and be able to put down like little, I guess you could say like little sensors on the ground, which allows her to be able to detect enemies when they come into proximity. And then we have Reyna, who is a very, very, very agile offensive
threat.
Yeah, very offensive threat because of the blind. She has very effective blinders, and then they have a very good smoke for Brimstone. Silva's a very good initiator as well because he can be able to recon very early on, along with that Sage for heals. Now, this is a little different lineup for the Cobras here. They are using more of the other operators instead of base operators. So, if you guys are not, if anybody who's not familiar with Valorant, we have Omen, Sage,
KO,
KO, Gecko, and Reyna, which I think is not bad of a lineup here. So we have the smoke's going down from Omen to block off hallway there, but that is not going to be the case because Reyna was already sitting right there waiting for Omen to come around. So that was Hokeki who was Reyna, so unfortunately they did not pay attention to the possibility about Reyna being sitting right there in the hallway. So just going to put up the blinders there to see if they can catch anyone.
And the
Gecko
Gecko trying to get back his...
Oh, but that didn't matter because they got shot from Heaven's Sight. Yep. I'm not really sure about the shoddy part there this early in the round, but it is doing effectively for them. They are able to get the defuse off.
So that's a Cobras win?
That would be actually I'm not sure. I could be able to. I think if I understand correctly,
that's the Ghost.
Oh, you can't buy that. Okay.
Let's see, what PC are we watching right now?
Yeah, have you shields and Inspector?
Okay, so we're watching the Ghost right now. That was the Ghost.
Okay, so the Ghost took the first round.
Yeah, so the Ghost took first round there from the defuse. And Cobras are starting off on offense. This would be Bubbles playing as KO, and he's pulling out the
Spectre.
Yeah, he's pulling out the Spectres there. So I think he's trying to be able to let his team go forward, but with KO, he is an infiltrator, so he should be able to be using his utilities to recon where everyone's at. Which is what which is if it were me, that's what I would have done first is to get an idea about where everyone is at, so that way we can be able to make an understanding push of me.
Yeah, information is information.
Hmm. So obviously they seem to understand that there's someone down in hallway, which is what they're going to end up trying to establish with. Spike has been planted there, so now they're just trying to see if they can hold it.
Play retake, yeah.
So right now here,
The Gecko.
Jekyll's playing as Gecko.
26
Oh,
on solo.
that was a good blinder made from Jekyll. 1-1 trade there,
But the Ghost
but yeah,
have, for the second time, are going to just win the retake.
yeah, they got that retake there very easily. Now, all it is just mainly of coordination and understanding about where your opponents are at. If you can establish about the coordination about where everyone's at, it is easy to be able to make those picks off of each player here. So right now we have everyone who's up in buying full setups here, full lineups. We have
Got Silver Dart ready.
Yep.
And the other side looks like we have a Brim. Not Brim. Yeah, Brim's going to smoke out.
So Brim and Silva are on site A, but looks like here that they were able to indicate that they might be on site A because the recon bolt did get destroyed. So it could be possible that they are on site A to start.
There's one directly up.
Okay, so yeah, they're trying to push up on A.
They're in heaven.
It looks like here that OG is trying to go up on the flank there to see if he can be able to pop them off one by one there. But he's not seeing anyone just at the moment.
Or no, at least, I got the cue for it.
They're on heaven to heaven.
I don't.
No.
Oh,
There's one death.
Gecko ends up putting up the thrash there, so that's one kill to take.
There's one below.
Are still down the numbers though. They're down to 2.
Yep, so 2 and 3 now.
Alright, so are the Cobras going to be able to take a round here? They can't let themselves go down 3-0.
Yeah, and unfortunately the spike is very far from their reach at the moment here, which is not going to be good for them. Because one, it's in a line of sight. Oh, but Reina gets taken down there, and so that is going to be all for the Cobras there for that. So that is going to be 3-0 for the Ghosts. It is going to be side switch. Yeah, it is going to be a side switch here on this round here. So so after this round here, sides are going to be switched. And for those who don't understand, it is first to 5. So
Swift play.
yeah, for swift play. So if the Ghosts end up leading with 4-0 here before the swap, then all they need to do is that they need to do basically we have one attack push and then they win the round. It looks like here that they're able to indicate here what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like here that the Sage was taken down, so you need to grab Spike, which was easily obtainable. This was at the point where Bubbles should have had rotated to the whole team as quick as he could after when he got bombed, because right now he is very by himself, which, like as we saw right there, got dismissed by LJ Scary Girl, and unfortunately that got picked off by the rest of them very, very easily.
And
after
that is a 1 round, so one more round to win. And this is a very important pistol round for the Cobras. They need to win this.
Yep. So pistols are back up back at the beginning of the round there, since the switch has been made. I mean, with this, they I believe that the Ghosts have a better offensive matchup to push into this more than the Cobras do, mainly because they have the Reina pushing with, and then with the smoke from Brimstone and Sova, can give them a little bit more of a tactical edge there. But we'll see how they do in regards about how they start their progression, and see where they start on fourth.
Mhm.
So first kill there been made.
Hey, go inside. Push side. Fuck, he got me. Push side.
Planting.
Let's see if he's able to.
I died.
Now you want me to put it on there?
Yep, place your mollies on there. And just run left.
All right, so this is the best the Cobras have done so far.
Yep.
You're good, run left.
They have the event, the silver dart out just to see exactly where they are. Oh, and then blinded, and this looks blinded by Jekyll, by the Gecko, and looks like this is going to be the first round taken by the Cobras. All right, so now Cobras are playing, with the house right now. They need to win 4 in a row. They can't afford to drop a single round.
Okay then. So now we're here up into the semi-buy here round, where usually you can be able to acquire shields and specters, and then be able to stack up on abilities depending on what you have.
So you personally, do you full buy your util round pistol rounds or?
It depends. Depends about who I play with, honestly. Usually I play with with controllers, mostly like smoke players. So sometimes I try to utilize my utility more than my pistol rounds. So sometimes I don't try to go for the ghosts round or anything. So I guess in a sense, majority of the time I just try to go for just standard pistol and try to stack up on my abilities for util.
All right, so playing smokes, do you prefer to play Brim? Do you prefer to play Omen, Astra?
So I'm mostly an Omen player when it comes to playing as for smokes. Because I just like the way how Omen's utilities work for that. So
What's this way?
I think in a sense this might be more factual to be playing as, especially if any team who has an Omen on with them could end up being beneficial to it.
All right, so there's no okay, I will say there's no deaths, but somebody on the Cobras just went down. Are they able to get another kill? Nope, they were not able to, but it looks like they traded. And now it's just the Sage and the Gecko. But it's a 2v2, Sage Gecko versus Sage and Brimstone.
You can see in that corner.
I think I would give the advantage right here to the team that has the Gecko, but as I say that, well, it's just Brim versus Gecko at this point.
All right then.
He picked it up and he's gonna.
Okay.
Oh, yep, and that is won by the Cobra. So Cobra's now in the second win in a row.
All right then. Which is kind of interesting here because usually for attacking teams, in order to win for that half, you have to at least have the spike down, which is what I'm kind of confused with. But unless there's something changing to that factor, then that's fine.
What is your plan with Odin?
All right, so once again, match point for the Ghost. And Cobra's standing on their last leg here. They have to. I mean, honestly, they've lost 5, 6 games in a row. 4. They lost 5 games or 6 games. And oh my God, the whole Cobra squad was right there.
It's like peekaboo.
All right. So it looks like they are planting.
All right. Yeah, so plants down. Reyna's using her special here. So every time when she gets a kill, she can instantly gain a little phase and health back.
Do we know where?
Nice job from the Ghost there.
And the Ghost clutch it out, and they have now 5-2. So that's 7-3. I'm really curious to see how this 2K game goes. I imagine we're going to see something like Pop and Pop and TK maybe. If this lineup is correct, Pop and TK is who I'm guessing is going in here. Versus Hydro and Mythical. Hydro and Dev. I feel like it's one of those two, but I definitely think it's TK.
I feel like Hydro and Dev would play 2K more than
Kogeki.
I don't know.
So yeah, Hydro and Mystical. Okay, that's what I figured.
But I think that for Cobras, I think you put Pop and maybe TK.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Pop and TK.
Yeah. So, and I think that might be more
No,
beneficial
Pop and
to.
Hogeki.
Oh,
All right. Well, I mean, you never know fully who plays what if they don't talk about it.
yeah, that is true. That is true. So, so as of right now, here we have covered, without 2K, just yet. We have covered two sport games, two fighters, and then 6 shooters. So we basically have cleared the whole shooter wheel, and then we still have a bunch of games from all the other wheels to go through.
Yeah.
So we still have a fair range for the Cobras to come back here with
2K coming up next.
Yep, and with a bunch of the racers and strategy games coming up after. So,
Is that who do you think wins 2K here?
I feel like that the Cobras would have a much more. I mean, I don't know. I don't see Mystical playing 2K.
Okay.
I feel like Hydra would touch 2K maybe, not play like as much. So I think this would probably benefit more to the Cobras more than the Ghost, because I know that Pop would probably be playing that a lot,
Yeah.
and if it were the case about playing in Hogeki, then it's probably because he's probably been at least touched the game, or at least been doing some with the game a little bit at home. But at the same time, they do have to keep options in case if like a fighter does come up or something like that, because we do have plenty of those left on the wheel there.
But we now our setup time is over. No game as of yet.
No game going on here. But then yet again here, there should not be much of a excuse here, because we did go from PC to a console game, but both teams did have players available, just lurking around, so there shouldn't be much of a reason why this game should not be going.
Yeah.
I mean, unless if for some reason the setup, they had such confusion about doing setups or something, but then that would cost the Cobras a second timeout to the game, which is not something you would want to have
this early in the half.
Yeah, especially within the second half here, because you want to try to end up keeping your timeouts as much as you can here.
So 2K, who is your preferred player?
I'm usually more of the defenders for it, so I'm probably more
big man.
Yeah, I'm probably more of the big guys, like more like
Kareem.
Abdul or Kareem or something.
Yeah.
Or
Shaq, somebody like that. Somebody else, an enforcer.
Yeah, because like
somebody who's gonna get the rebounds and then bully people in the paint.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because like my shooting game is not that
we
great.
We actually got 2K, so
I guess we gotta go.
Pop Candle is Jokic. Hogeki is John Morant. Mythical is SGA, and Hydro is Embiid. And we got Dragon Ball Z Fighters next.
All right, it's your boy Diamond back here in action, ready to go. I respect the fact that they picked 2 different players on the wings other than, what we usually see. So I'm actually excited to see Ja versus Shea, but is it decided? You know what?
He was an all-star this year, right?
Who, Shea?
Yeah.
Oh, he might win MVP.
You think?
Yeah, he might win MVP. He's that good this season.
I know he was doing really good. All right, so looks like who has the ball? John Morant, that's Hogeki.
Yep. So there's going to be a lot of paint action, not too much on the 3-point, so you really hamstrung yourself there. All right, deciding to go with the post moves.
Reaching foul by Jokic. Is he cold already? Oh, wait.
Well, yeah, because it's a reach. I think that they backcourted at the beginning, and then he missed that post fader. Good jumper from Mystical, showing that he knows the game a bit here, and I actually appreciate that. So he's going to have the mid-range on lock. The 3-point is really good with SGA as well. And Ja's going to be in the paint all day. So we're going to see a lot of 1-pointers being traded here, actually, as the bigs are going to be the ones to shoot. Defensively, both guards are going to be liabilities. So it's a tough pick. But it's a fun one. Like, this is more fun to watch, honestly. And that's terrible defense.
And
Unfortunately,
Pop was not able to sink that.
Yep, and make them pay.
All right.
So Hydro rocking the Embiid right there, trying to get through. And Hogeki is not playing good defense, so he's going to need a lot of help.
But you said that you probably already said earlier that he's going to be a liability in that regard, right?
Both players,
guards,
both Ja and Shea Gilchrist are going to be liability defensively. But then you have Hogeki, who is not
as
really
a player,
known. Yeah, not really known to be.
And if you think
that's
that,
gonna that's gonna cash. That's gonna be
and
Pop.
Pop is starting to. You think Pop is starting to get a handle on things?
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, he's using Jokic, so defensively he's not gonna have a lot of lateral quickness, but he's gonna know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Hydro knows what he's doing as well, so it's not like it's exactly. Pop is just gonna post drop into the inside shoulder, get easy buckets, get back into a rhythm. He's got to help defensively. Really, all Hydro should be doing is sitting at the 3-point line and letting them go 1v1 and forcing
1v1.
Yeah, 1v1 between the guards. That's okay. That's a good block.
And they got the ball. I think that nope. It unfortunately a miss, and he just passes it in, not able to convert.
That's a terrible attempt. Yeah, very bad. But Pop able to clean it up on the board using Jokic, using the big body. They're up 2 right now. Solid play so far. Ogeki's going to have to really step up defensively. It looks like he's not completely inept to what's going on, so he has some handle on the game. So that's good to see for Pop to get some help because clearly Mystical knows how to play. Mystical is a pretty good player here in the league so far, man. I got to admit.
Pretty good rookie, so.
Yeah, it's definitely just dominating just about every shooter he played. Excuse me. Good block. Really interesting picks here. Really interesting picks. With Ja, you just have to beat him off the first dribble and then go in for a dunk. It's free. And right there, you can't cheat off if you're Hydro, right? You can't cheat off with Embiid with Hydro because that's Pop over there. So he's going to sink all those 1-pointers. Now, exactly, like right there. That's exactly what you got to do. Now, cheating off of SGA is a bad idea because his mid-range is just so money.
All right. So, has anybody... Who do you have winning this based on early?
Honestly, it's just going to depend on who misses. I would say as long as Pop and Hogeki don't give up a 3, I would give the advantage to them. Because Hydra's not really showing to be a threat from 3. Like right here, that's it. It's a dunk. It's really easy. But he doesn't fully have the controls to dunk, right? And he shouldn't have saved that. Oh, they got so lucky. They got so lucky.
All right.
They should just let that go out of bounds. So Hydro isn't really going to be a 3-point threat, right? So it's not really going to be a problem. So it's pretty much going to be a game of ones. So all Hogeki has to do is beat him off the dribble and force a 3 or 2. But I don't think Hydro knows how to defend Jokic fully. You got a big stop there, but right here, this is where your biggest liability is going to be is defensively. Hogeki is not stepping up to the plate right now. He's kind of just letting SGA do what he wants.
All right.
And there's a size difference too. So SGA is about 6'7", so that's a really tough guard on top of that. And that's a big defensive play. Don't think it was on purpose. He was just kind of in the way, but it works in their favor. If I am the Cobras, I'm looking for Papiano to bust a 3 open. Like he
has to break this 10th tie at some point.
Yeah, that's Ja.
All right. So, question for you: do you think, and not particularly in this match, do you think people are sometimes afraid to take the 3 in the league?
It shouldn't be hard. Honestly, it's all pro, so it's not like it's a really tall task. But yeah, I do. I think if you don't know the game and you're not comfortable, people are very scared to do it. But if you know the game, you're not scared of it. Nor should you be. See, like right there, Hogeki's going into traffic. Like, all he has to do is press up. I think he's using X to shoot, which is part of the reason why he's just triggering a bunch of layups and not actually, like, finishing. But, yeah, we'll see. He's going to drop step. There's a foul. That's good.
I mean, it's 10-10.
Go ahead.
It hasn't been, I don't think it's been a bigger lead than 2 points at this point.
No, it hasn't. But right here, Pop just showing that he's going to get easy buckets on the inside. He doesn't fear their three-point threat, even though he should, because Hogeki is letting SGA get threes. You see what I'm saying? So like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm Pop, I'm literally just playing for the three, like forcing Hogeki to just drive in and kick out to me when I'm open. Because Hogeki has no three. It's not no three, but like Ja has to be wide open. He's not making a contested three-pointer. So that's going to open the door up, and that's what you're seeing right here. Now the Ghosts have a decided advantage. It's only 2, but they're both on fire. And that's what... You see what I'm saying? Like, now that it's open, now you're going to it, but it's a little bit too late. You know what I mean? Not too late, but you've worked Jokic out of a rhythm now. So you can get it back. They just need a big stop here. That's good. Should have been.
All right, so let's see if are they able to. No. And
yeah, Pop is playing heavy inside. He's pump faking a lot, trying to get the easy one. But I just wouldn't play it that way, even though my teammate's not like the best. Ogeki's proven to not be terrible either, right? He's right in the middle. He's for league. He's league average as a 2K player, right?
Yeah.
So that's enough to work with to where you should just be hunting those threes, especially since you're down. That's a good fader. Couldn't pull it off though. Wasn't in rhythm, and then dribbled right into the defender and Embiid with a big slam.
All right. Well, it is a 3-point lead. We said that's 3-point lead for the Ghosts.
Yeah, it's a 3-point lead here. It's not over. It's not over because it's only 14. We're playing to. It'll be over if things like that happen, though. I promise. Right there, that's a good finish from Embiid. Not too much you can really do there. Jokic isn't the strongest defender. Now it's getting a little bit spooky. I'm surprised that. Okay, that's good. I'm surprised that Pop isn't setting screens for Hogeki over there using Jaw, and then just playing off of that. I don't know that Hogeki knows how to use the screens, but even as a big man, you can dictate that.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, still that 4-point lead. Cobras really need to really push the tempo right. They need point.
Well, they have a really bad defensive team. That's the thing. Like, I was so surprised to see that Ja was the pick. Like, if you're going up against SGA, you need at least a 6'7", 6'6" guard, or somebody who's got like pitbull intangibles or whatever, what have you, right? Somebody who's tough, like Gary Payton, but he's useless in this mode, right? Because he's not offensively like gifted. And Pop he's playing his natural, like he plays big man in 2K, so he's doing what comes natural to him, which is fine. But in this instance, you need the 3-ball because that's the real separator. It'll be a tough.
It's gonna be tough for them to come back because they, like you said, they have a bad defensive team, and they need to get stopped.
Yeah, like if it was Embiid and Ja, then okay, I could see it a little bit better because Embiid's better defensively. Yeah, so like don't get it twisted. Pop is gonna get his, but
it's a team game.
Yeah, he's getting it the hardest way possible. Yeah, this one's about to be over, and the Ghosts are about to take this. This is a big game for the
Ghosts.
Well, really for the Cobras. This is one of those turning point games, right? You had a lot of games roll that were in the Ghosts' favor. Oh, he's about to end it here. Oh, okay, he missed.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
they're just checking it up now. Do you think they want to end on a?
Well, yeah, they're just trying to end it. Like, really, Hogeki doesn't know what to do defensively. So all you have to do if you're mystical is just hit a step back. A step back 3 is really.
And how do you stop that?
Stop the step back?
Yeah.
By playing good defense, but Hogeki's not doing that. So
it's one of those situations you have to stop it before it gets.
So he had SGA in rhythm, right? He had the heat on, so his jumper is going to be a lot more effective. So taking more difficult shots like that are going to go in more often. But he worked himself out of a rhythm by taking those shots that weren't open, and now they're trying to play with fire a little bit. So now they're gonna look to end it, and that might be it.
No.
Yeah, the reason. Oh no, who paused?
Ooh. This could change the game. Let's see.
You can you can fight it all you want, but the game don't lie. Only one person can back out, and that's the person who paused. Only one person can back out, and that's the person who paused. See, luckily Hollywood's not calling it a forfeit, but he is saying, "Oh yeah, see, this is what they get for playing around." Now you don't have Embiid, so essentially you can sell out on SGA.
Well, here's the thing: who inbounds the ball?
That becomes a problem sometimes.
Because
if they pass it to Embiid, that's a free possession.
Yeah.
They could literally just swipe at it, sit there, wait. That's a tough one for the Ghosts.
All right. Yeah. All right. So he
Yep,
had.
that's it. That's it. There's nothing you can do.
And if this was 1 point away, like if he had 20, then yeah, right. But this is also the second sports game that something like this has happened in.
Now, here's the crazy part. Mystical can still win this.
Yeah.
Mystical could literally cook both of them.
But how do you play defense?
Defensively, you don't. You really don't.
No, I mean if you're the Ghost. Sorry, not if you're the Ghost. If you're the Cobras.
Yeah, you don't. Not that you don't, but there's literally there's literally nothing you can do. You can't be in two places at once.
No, the Cobras. If that.
You see how he took the fader now? That's what he should have been doing if he had a little bit more confidence in it, which I understand why he doesn't, but now there's nothing he can do about it. If you're the Cobras, what you
wait
do?
it out. You just let him.
Well, now, yeah, but when SGA gets the ball, Ja just has to stick really close to him, and Jokic just has to kind of patrol the lanes. That way, if he shakes free, basically you have one pointer to give up and no threes. So all Ja has to do is stay around SGA, so that there's no easy buckets.
Yeah, everything's contested.
Exactly, and then Jokic has to just pretty much play like more of a patrolling type of role, right? So, but the thing about that is, if Mystical's nice enough, he can still cook both of them, especially since they're both bad defensive players. So there's not much he can do here. That's what I would do. I would just
take the easy ones.
Well, obviously take the easy ones, but I'm saying if I'm...
Oh, wait.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do about that.
And that's right back over to...
Mm-hmm. It's going to alternate who it switches to, so essentially...
You could trade a... So essentially, if you look at it...
There's probably 2 more possessions.
Yeah.
2 more possessions that...
Well,
he'll get. Yeah. Being Mystical, who's using SGA. Shea Gilchrist, Alexander.
Ooh, this is very unfortunate.
Yeah, like...
And you could take the ones, because if you take the ones, it's going to be 2.
I'm still taking 2s because you have 2 people open. If you guys literally sit on 2 corners, there's literally nothing that he can do. Do you get what I'm saying? So why not just take the
shot,
2s,
go up for the rebound,
and then you have Jokic.
Because Jokic should be out rebounding.
Exactly.
So
it's such a given. But Pop is just gonna take the easy ones, and eventually one of these will go.
And he's just daring him, which I don't like.
Well, I like it with Ja. Between the 2, that's who you got to pick.
Well, no,
I told you could cook them both. I told you could cook them both.
If they end up winning this,
y'all get closer. Yo.
You can still. But there's no way.
No, there's a way. Yo. I don't know why Pop doesn't just sink out to the 3-point line and just shoot threes. I just don't get it, personally. He has the player to do it, and there's space, and he's gonna use. So
He's
what?
using him as a screen.
Exactly, because you can get body sucked. You can get sucked in animation wise.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Oh my God! Hey, cook him!
Hey.
Cook him! Cook him! Cook him! I
And
told you he could cook both of them. This is what I was saying. They picked 2 bad defensive players, and Hogeki isn't really known for it. So you just stick Hogeki on somebody like Kawhi or Giannis,
Hey.
and let him get some sort of a defensive advantage.
That was crazy.
But you remember when I said it wasn't good for the Ghosts, but he could easily cook both of them, right?
Yeah.
And what did he do? Cook both of them.
That's not a game the Cobras could afford. Whoa. Wait, we're half an hour into the second half, and the gap is still roughly the same. Now, DBZ Fighters is a game that the Cobras could take here.
It leans in the Cobras' favor, that's for
right,
sure.
you probably put. Oh, who do you put in though?
For the Cobras,
you put in.
You kind of have the full set.
TK, LA, and Jekyll.
Mm-hmm. I would full set.
It's
all
hard.
all the shooters are off the board,
except Halo.
Except for Halo, right? Okay, fine. So all the shooters off the board. You just dropped a big sports game.
We're good? That's good. That's good. Yeah. Press. Okay. Yeah. We're ready. Brad. Yeah, we're going now. Let's switch.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
What do you need to?
Lauren.
Super dashing.
Yeah, that was a bad switch. That was a bad. My bad.
Oh, fuck. Your mic's muted.
I sure read that.
Whatever.
I understand this.
If you want.
Here, if
Nice. Nice. No. No. You gotta block, man.
LA just needs to finish this combo.
He got close. He got close. Close. You gotta block. You gotta block.
Yeah.
Needed that badly.
Yeah, now CTR is next. I don't know who goes in for the Cobras.
Probably the Bubbles.
I think Mr.
and Pop.
OG and maybe Connor go in here.
Oh, definitely OG.
But I think this is a win. Unless the Cobras been practicing like that, I think this is a win for the Ghost. I think you just forfeit it.
Yeah, because you don't want to play all 4 of those cups.
Yeah, that's gonna be potentially if you have somebody on the other side that doesn't really know how to play the game, if you have 2 people on the other side that don't really know how to play the game, it's gonna be a 20-minute.
So
game.
they went the Bubbles and Hogeki.
Okay.
We know that Hogeki's touched it.
Yeah,
and I figured it would be Bubbles because he's been practicing all the races.
But it's also their setup, which means they get map choice.
Yeah.
So if the Ghosts have been kind of practicing one particular cup, or like haven't really fully expanded, and the Cobras have, or the Cobras pick a map that they have, and there's still a good chance that they win it. I think you have to see quickly if you think you can win or not. If you see quickly that you can't win, you just forfeit it and call it a day. But if you think you can win it, and there's a good chance you play it out, because I mean it's a 4-point deficit. Win this, win 3 more games.
I think you only play this if you think you can win it. If you're the Cobras.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you're better off forfeiting. There's more games on the wheel that you have a better chance of playing, and some of the games that you have a better chance of winning take much longer to play, i.e. StarCraft, League of Legends.
Well, League of Legends could be over in 15 minutes. Well, it's going to be. They could do what the bots did, but it's hard against the Ghosts because the Ghosts have OG and some other players. But
exactly. So it's just more of what do you value more? Do you value playing CTR and potentially burning 15 to 20 minutes off the clock? And then potentially being down 5 then? Or do you want to save that 20 minutes that could potentially get you 2 more games? Because mind you, there's a lot of fighters still up there.
And you still
there's
have
a
2
few
timeouts.
sports games up there that go quickly. And things like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Could be ended quickly as well.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes. So the Cobras are in a little bit of a predicament. I know that they're chilling. So they're not stressing. I walked out there. They were all cool, all relaxed.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a little bit more work for them to do. But the Ghosts are having an impressive showing. And like I said, this is what I was expecting from their rookies come about mid-season, right? Get some time to get acclimated, and now they're not rookies. Next season, it's just going to be like, oh, no, they're really good at this. Like, Mystical today has shown extremely well in the shooters. He's done a lot of good work today and shown that he knows exactly what he's doing in that category.
Time out for the Ghosts.
And that makes sense. The Ghosts want to play this.
Well, no, I know the Ghosts want to play it. I wonder, maybe they had issues with the controllers or something. Because you do need 2 controllers for this. But I mean, either way, so we have Hydro. Oh, Hydro and OG going in. Okay,
that makes sense. You know, Hydra's touched it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've been. What I was told is they've been putting a lot of time into the races lately.
That's just recognizing what your team needs.
Yeah,
and where you think you can make a big impact. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, that's really it for the whole league. Like so, the racers as a whole are very gettable.
What I'm really interested in and surprised about is so Connor and Mystical are available, are the ones left, right? Along with Dev. At this point, you have to kind of realize that a lot of the shooters, most of the shooters are off the board.
All but Halo.
Yeah, would you be able to get at least one of them back in for? Do you think there's that big of a disparity between them and CTR? Do you think it's that, or do you think they're just like, you're the best, go in? Do you think they're thinking about the next game, or do you think they're like, okay, we can seal it out right here?
Yeah, I think they're thinking more so let's just go win it right now. That's really what it's coming down to. I think the Ghosts smell blood in the water and want to keep this lead, and then they want to drag
Especially
this
with
game
the
out.
owner here.
Yeah, they want to drag this out.
All right, so let's see what Bubbles and Hogeki have going on. Ooh, we get to see the cup. Aku cup. Okay. So if it depends on how much the Ghosts have practiced this particular cup. So
This game is going to be a big deal.
UFC.
UFC 5, pop candles available. The bubbles is not available, and I think Hydro is also not available. So this is one where if I'm the Cobras, I'm potentially forfeiting. I don't know if anybody else over there plays UFC.
The Cobras?
No, on the Ghosts.
Oh, the Ghosts. I think Mystico. I feel like maybe and if push comes, yeah.
All right, so with the Ghost, top right is Mr. OG, bottom left is Hydro. So top right and bottom left, so they're diagonal.
Oh yeah, and the thing about this course is that train that comes in the middle has one of the longest animations in the game in terms of like if you get hit by it. So it looks like there's a clear, you said top left and bottom right?
Top left and bottom right would be the Cobras. So top left is Bubbles, bottom right is Hogeki.
So third and second?
Yes, at this current moment.
So who is top?
Top right is Mr. OG.
Okay.
And bottom left is Hydro.
Okay, so yeah, Mr. OG certainly does look impressive in this.
Yeah, so right now, oh, well, there you go. Hydro just passed them up. I was about to say,
so
like...
first and second, right? Oh, so top. Right is OG, bottom top. Yeah, so first and fourth for the Ghost. And, third and... First and, yeah, second and third for the Cobras. So looking good so far for the Ghost. Yeah. And with this being a Cobra setup, with them picking the map.
See right here, if they don't get third and second, the Cobras, I'm fourth.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, there's no need to waste any more time.
This is your map.
Yeah.
And yeah.
There's no need to waste any more time.
Yeah. No, I'm forfeiting. I'm gonna be honest. I probably forfeit this now. Just looking at it, because Mr. OG is
he's
half
lapped
of,
him. He's about to lap him.
No, he's not gonna lap down. He's like 25% of the map ahead of him. And they have to think about. They have to win.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah, they have to get in first place at least once, based on how this is going. And unless I don't know, I don't trust it. And yep, he get hit by another item. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, so this is gonna be an interesting coaching decision here. I mean, like, luckily OG just got hit by the train, but he's so far ahead that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I said, he's about 25% done with that last lap. And maybe this isn't their strongest map, but
it doesn't matter at this point because you can tell OG just is more comfortable on the map. He's making less mistakes. He still made a couple, but so he's not like the best one in the league, but he's definitely up there and not somebody you want to be messed with, especially with them putting in time. Like, this is the awesome thing about Mr. OG. Like, when he got drafted, I was like, yo, like, low-key, this dude could be, like, really, really good. Just depending on how he is. Very analytical type of person. So, I've been a fan.
Yeah, no, OG is nice with it. And he's about to finish this up here shortly, and nobody's close.
And the Cobras got to think, too. They can't play Rocket League against this team. There's no way.
Right, there's a handful of games that they,
yeah, there's no way for that one. So Mr. OG just finished. Looks like we've got Hogeki at the bottom right, and he's not making up ground.
So Hogeki's gonna be in fourth?
Yes, Hogeki's gonna be in fourth. So we're probably gonna get a second and fourth finish for the Cobras. That is not gonna be enough to carry weight. We got a first and third from, like, realistically, they could go first and fourth every single time. and it's not gonna work.
Yeah, no, I would just go ahead and forfeit.
Let's see what they do. I mean, they may or may not listen to us. I don't know what there is to think about. Unless Bubbles is trying to, unless Bubbles really thinks that he can catch up to him, which I could understand. Sometimes Bubbles will carry that pride, especially for something he's been labbing in. And it's not necessarily wrong for him to do so, to be quite
Also,
honest.
this is a big one. So, one of the things that is interesting about this map is you get something called Blue Fire, right? Where Blue Fire is the fastest you can go in the game, but you don't get it until the very end of the first lap. So if you're able to, but that's the only point in the map that you get it. So if you're able to get it and keep it at the end of here, it's it'll completely change how this map plays out.
Okay, so Bubbles is starting to make up some ground. He has to play pretty much, I won't say flawlessly, but yeah, he can't have those happen to catch up to Mr. OG. Now he's been set back to the rest of the pack, and I think this is one of those things where it's like Bubbles genuinely feels like he can do this, but this is not the match.
This is the only place you keep the Blue Fire. Now you have to have something called reserve, which means you have to be drifting a lot consistently beforehand, or you don't keep that Blue Fire and it doesn't look like anybody's going to keep it. Nobody had enough seed, and this is like a slaughter fest right here. There's a whole lot of, and that's what you have to do to, if you're the lesser talent, if you're worse at it, you have to really make the game ugly. You can't let this be turn into a time trial, because if you're worse, you're going to lose that.
No, man, time trials are fun.
I mean, yeah, but not if you're not the better person. That's what you have to do against some of the better players, like a Hollywood or Jury. Cat, you can't let them, Wonku, you can't let them just race it clean, right? You have to drag them down to the mud.
Sound very violent here.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, and right now it's, I mean, Hogeki actually coming in second in this instance so far.
Oh, whoever used that clock, that was a great time. That was bottom left. But yeah, that Hydro used, that was great. Because that.
And now Bubbles is in fourth.
Yeah, I mean, they're all really close to each other, but at this point it's gonna be hard because, I mean, they're not too far off, and that could really.
Okay, that helps. It's not gonna be quite enough, but they're gonna need one more.
You should have. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I definitely don't think that they catch him on this one. But
yeah. I don't know. They need to finish first at least once, and that's crucial. Oh no.
Yeah,
oh no.
Is that Hydro going to come in second?
Hydro's about to finish second.
Yeah, no. Because at this point you need more from Ogek. You need a first and second and a first and fourth. Yeah.
Wow. Let's see what the coaches do here. You know what the next game is. You know you're gonna have to go get it set up. You know you're gonna want to sit down and play it out.
Yeah, I would forfeit this.
I mean, we've been saying that for since jump.
Well, after the first race, just because of the disparity between.
I would have done it. I would have done it at the beginning of the first race. Once I saw that lead, that's it.
All right.
Yep, I think I heard that.
So this is one that.
Yep, that's a forfeit. They took too much time off the clock to do that.
I mean, 6 minutes. Yeah, that's another game.
Yeah, so
9-4.
If I had to guess, you're choosing between Connor and Mystical here for UFC, and they're gonna put Pop in here, unless TK or Ragin has something special inside the tub.
I feel like you have to put Pop in here.
You have to. I know that he's practiced it at least a bit, right?
And he has to win quick. You want to be like, hey, I'm gonna need you to win this fight.
I mean, that depends, right? It depends on on where his skill level is and what he can do, right? And then where the opponent is. Personally, I don't know any. I'm sure Dev doesn't really play like that, and I don't know if Connor or Mystical if they play. I wouldn't surprise me if Mystical does, because he seems like he touches the sports games too. So he seems to be a cold sports shooter, like a really good one so far. Yeah. That's a tough situation. Now, see, it is 1 hour 10 left, So provided that the Cobras can win UFC, it's not over because it'll be a 4-point deficit with about under an hour. And we've seen that be come back from before, especially with setup errors, timeouts, things like that.
2K was big.
2K was huge. 2K
instead of it being 8-5 right now, it's a 5-point. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Ghosts ended up getting 2K. They ended up getting CTR. And I think 2K would have given them that point. And we're looking at 8-5 right now.
Yeah.
With a good chance to win this.
Yeah, I mean that one game is. I mean, there's a litany of games that the Cobras could have altered the results a little bit, but either way,
and
UFC.
And what was the last game that the Cobras won? They just won
DBZ.
one. Yeah, it was DBZ. So like, we're looking at it, and it's like, if Pop or Jekyll's available, they could have taken Madden.
Mm-hmm.
So they had unfortunate rules at that point.
And it just kind of started to land.
And then 2K. So that's two sports games. That is a huge category that the Cobras were expecting to come in and win.
And now we're seeing what I was talking about earlier. So you weren't in here, but with the score, what it was at halftime, I felt like even at the beginning of the season, if the real rode that same way, it would have been the same score, right? So in the second half, we're starting to see some of these games that the Ghosts have worked on during the season. We've seen that growth from them, right? CTR, huge, right? I don't know if they win CTR if they haven't practiced it like they've been practicing, right? They lost DBZ, but Rad did look pretty decent in DBZ. So it's just one of those things you have to look at. Now we have to see Connor in here versus Pop Candle.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if Connor plays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested.
And if Hydro's a coach, he can always coach him through it.
Yeah, for sure. Hydro's definitely a solid UFC fighter in the league.
And he, like, there's so many games that Hydro's good at that you don't really think about Hydro being good at. And then when you see him, like, oh yeah, Hydro has to go in, it's like, oh right, I forgot. Hydro's really nasty at this.
I mean, look at the score. Hydro's been leading the team. I would say their MVP for today so far has been Mystical, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's had the most impactful wins.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So
yeah,
like,
I
think
what you mean.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, Rad and Connor went in for Fortnite. That was pretty impactful. Like in terms of like energy.
Every win is impactful.
It is, but like, you know, some hit a little harder than others. Like Call of Duty, I know that the Cobras really felt like they had a good chance.
2K.
2K, but Mystical came in and snatched their souls, and then Apex too. So far, like, Mystical showed up. I forgot who said that they wanted to see Mystical today, but that was good call on that. I wanted to see Jekyll, but I feel like Jekyll hasn't been put into a bunch of games that necessarily he'd be able to kind of affect that box score.
My calls were for Mystical and Raging because I felt like we talk about Rad and Connor a lot, and for good reason, right? But we really haven't got to see Mystical make his mark, and that's because it's like he might get overshadowed by Rad and Connor.
All right, we'll let you know who's here.
All right, you can have this set up before the game starts.
Okay, so Pokemon's gonna be huge.
If they can win this, they have a good chance of winning Pokemon.
So both are gonna go for ground game.
All right, so Red Glove is going to be Pop.
The Makachev pick is always so interesting to me. Like, his grappling is great. Okay, so Connor knows what he's doing a bit. Yeah, he's going straight for the ground game. He's going for the takedowns. He's going for the submissions, the ground and pound. I always find Makachev so interesting when people pick him. So Connor clearly knows what he's doing. So this is going to be a better fight than...
So tell me a little bit more about Oliveira and Makachev.
So Oliveira is dangerous because he has submissions from just about any position. Makachev is a ground and pound specialist, right? So once he gets you on the ground, it's really problematic. His grappling is on point. And here's Pop just throwing some jabs. He's pressing forward a lot with those jabs. So so you want to manage your stamina, but he's really not doing a great job of that.
Got him down.
Yeah, he's kind of just swinging. And that
you think they told him to win quickly?
Yeah, but that's not how you're going to win quickly. That's how you're going to lose quickly. I promise.
Would you say Pop is more aggressive or defensive? And when you see him play normally, not just UFC in general, would you say Pop is a more aggressive player or more passive?
I think he's a tactical player. So I think he just goes. So I don't. Okay, well, I'll say that. All I'm saying is a lot of heavy shots from both of them. They're both trying to end it. But what's going to happen if Connor can put it together is he can take him down because of the
stamina.
Yes.
And the less stamina you have, the easier it is for you.
Exactly, to get taken down and lose. And that's what it
Up
is.
against,
And he doesn't know how to fully defend those.
and he's just kind of
Connor
dirty
didn't know how to
dancing
fit.
it.
That's a good head kick. Oh wait.
So with
Oh, that's Connor.
so
Oh.
Connor okay.
Okay, so Pop is the one going straight for a takedown. So Connor knows exactly what he's doing. And yeah, Pop's stand-up game is no bueno right now. He's really just searching for the takedown. Now, same thing with Connor. Connor is throwing a lot of heavy shots that he doesn't need to do. So what Pop is doing right now is the correct response. He's got the grappler, but he needs to protect himself more. That's why he keeps getting flash stunned. So getting up right there does not help Pop because he's not winning this battle on the feet.
So based on this early round, you would say you'll give this to Connor?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, because he's had more impactful knockdowns and he's been able to get out of the ground game.
I mean, that's a big hit there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he grabbed it.
It is, and but do you see what I'm saying? There's no real rhyme or reason to his. Yeah, like Pop is not setting up his takedown. He's just going for the submission. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's really just leaving himself open to getting knocked out. And when he's on the ground, he's forgetting how to even pull off the submissions. So he has to, like honestly, he could punish Connor really badly if he knew what he was doing more so on the feet. He could easily punish Connor. Connor is making himself very open. Connor may not know it because they're landing and it looks pretty. So yeah, you're landing these knees. But do you see that simple 1-2?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all Pop has to do. Just take his time. That's it. You see that?
Wait
now
for
Connor
him.
has to respect him.
And Connor's covering. Connor looks like he's doing the same option to approach.
Yeah, because it was working. Because it was working. But the thing that's awesome about UFC is there's literally layers to it, right?
It's like a traditional fighting game.
It is. There's legitimately layers to it. You can't just do one thing. You have to know how to switch up your style, especially based off of the fighter that you're using. So as Connor's now, Pop is starting to like figure it out and stop playing for just a takedown.
Let's see if
He's gonna get one now, which is good.
Get some points in this round.
The takedowns, believe it or not, might actually be scoring in Pop's favor. But right there, one thing that Pop, I think, is sleeping on is the fact that he's playing with Oliveira on the ground and he has no stamina. So he's going to be so susceptible to getting submitted.
He just taunted.
I respect it. It's just going to take a little bit of patience, and and Pop should be able to pick this apart. But that's not going to help. That's what I'm saying.
On something like that, which I imagine takes a lot of stamina.
Yes, now there's okay. He was open for a knee there, but
and this is gonna be saved by the round.
Do you see what I was saying when I thought that Pop was Oliveira?
Yeah.
When you're throwing big shots like that, they have to be guided. They can't just be, well, I think I can knock him out, so I'm gonna throw it. So even if you get caught with one or two of them, that's usually not what's gonna knock you out unless you're literally catching them in the right position or the right moment, right?
Yeah.
So for instance, if you were to feint left and then a left head kick comes, yeah, that might knock you out if you're at full stamina. If you're at low stamina and the fight just started and you get hit with a big shot like that, you could get knocked out. But other than that, you're pretty much going to be able to weather that storm. And it just takes so much energy, so much stamina to throw those shots. And if they're getting blocked or whiffed, you're leaving yourself susceptible.
And Pop, I think Pop smells blood in the water.
Yeah, Pop does, so now he's going to get aggressive, and now Connor's going to get a chance to do the same thing back.
Going for those kicks to the head there.
But, I mean, considering both of them, yeah, I mean, it's been an entertaining fight, that's for sure. like how you're getting hit with that, I don't know. It's good, but playing with Oliveira on the ground is just not smart. He can submit you from anywhere. Now, the submissions are much easier to get out of, so it's not a guaranteed win like everybody thinks it is. But, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here I would do that.
Because you saw that he had a lot of damage to his head.
Yeah, so you see how Makachev is moving slow now?
Mm-hmm.
Just chill out. There, just chill out. That's what Connor's doing. He was chilling out, getting his stamina back. Just chill out. And there you go. Like I said, you're going to be open. Saw that showboating earlier. It's the same thing. See, right there, all it took was a hook.
1-2 punch.
He just not even that. Just one looping overhand off of that whip, and you could have put Oliveira's lights out right there. One thing I noticed with UFC, it looks like they stopped the doctor stoppages from being so frequent, and I'm so glad that they did.
Oh, I do remember that. Like, man was getting messed up in the face cuts and...
Yeah. When the game first released, like, that was huge. See, it looks pretty, like I said, but all it takes is just a couple things. And right back. So both of their head holds are probably super low. If I'm actually Pop, I'm not going for the ground game. Because now Connor is going to put you in a situation where he might go for a submission. And he's reversed, and now you're screwed.
All right, good job getting out of that. Well, getting out of that particular.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, Connor has the advantage right now. They both.
He does, but Pop knows how to get up, and that's important. That's very important. If I'm Pop, I'm not throwing a head kick. I'm literally just gonna time out a whiff and throw a looping overhand.
Like we did see him earlier, where he caught him twice when he went in with that knee.
Exactly. Like literally, you see that jumping knee and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take all that to knock somebody out. It really doesn't.
And reactable too.
No, it doesn't. Yes, and it's very reactable. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't. You could literally get them out the way with a very simple hook or very simple. Oh, that's gonna hurt if you get hit. Yep. Because he ran and then got hit. This has actually been a pretty even fight, but if it goes to judges' scorecards, they're gonna give it to Pop if this goes all the way through.
All right.
Yeah, because he has way more takedowns, and he's landing just as many big shots. They're trading a bunch of leg kicks now, which is something that they probably should have focused on earlier in the fight. See,
when they start blocking,
as a takedown defense.
Ooh, that's a nice kick to the face there.
See, you can eat a kick to the body, but not to the face. So right there, if your head health is low.
I mean, they keep going for the same. And you can grab, oh yeah, your leg has to be.
All he has to do is switch stances. He'll be fine. That's all he had to do. It's good. He caught him by the ankle. That's a big takedown, especially with the leg health being so weak. Oh, yep. He went for the Darts choke. All he has to do is get out of it. There you go. Just roll to the side. He can get out. Yep. Oh, my God. He's gassed. Oh, that would have knocked him out.
That would have knocked two out.
That would have knocked Pop out. Had that landed, that probably would have knocked him out. Do you see his stamina? This is what I was saying. Like,
yeah, Pop, do you think Pop needs to play back a little?
Honestly, they both do, but they're slugging, so they're making it entertaining. That shot right there, that's all he has to do off of one of these time shots. And when you're oh my God.
All right, what do you think the logic is in with how both of them are playing?
So they're both just playing for the knockout. Well, I won't say that. Pop is actually playing for a submission, but as you can see, submissions are not like they were in UFC 4. They are very easy to escape. So it actually benefits you to be a well-rounded fighter now, right? So I think with Pop, he's using the stand-up game to set up his takedowns, which is good, which is honestly what's winning him the fight if I was scoring it, because he's doing just as much head damage and takedown damage, right? So both are coming into play. Now, because they're both whiffing, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Pop was just throwing things out there at the start of that round. All right.
So Connor is going for the knockout, and he has been from jump, which is why he's been throwing a lot of big leg kicks, big shots.
So who do you think won the first two rounds? Like, if you had to give each round, who do you think won round one?
Round one, probably Connor.
Round two?
Pop. But they could give round one to Pop, because it didn't start off hot for Pop. See, this is both of them. So they both understand how to get out, but they don't really understand how to defend the other person from transitioning. Like right there, they're finally doing it. And I mean from a defensive position or offensive one. That's just some sauce that I'll leave you. They both understand how to get out, which is important. Which means it turns into a chess match of skill and patience and timing. So like it's awesome because now the ground game is essentially mirrored to what it is in real life. Like right there, Pop easily could have just countered that. That's a bad shot. See, you see how simple those shots are, but they work. They work, and it's just about knowing where to place them. Like if you're throwing these big looping kicks, I'm gonna be able to tell where you're coming from. But if you jab and then kick, don't you think it just makes more sense?
Yeah, conditioning.
Yeah, that's it. Just like a fighter. He's going for that choke again. I think that's a dark choke.
Yeah, that was the third time he's gone for this.
Yeah, he let it go, and he's got him in a really bad position, but he didn't capitalize off of it. So he's not playing. You see, Pop is playing strictly for the submission when he probably could have ended this on the ground and pound a few times. He had his back and he had him sprawled out. All he has to do is start punching him. The ref will start to call it, and it scores you more points, and it makes it easier for you to to submit him. See, now both fighters are tired.
Yeah, they're like, thank God this is only 3 rounds.
Yeah. Like if this was the Cat, he would have got one of them out the way. Either one of them.
Yeah.
Or Nexus, they would have gotten them out the way.
Hydra.
I think Hydra would have gotten either one of these dudes out the way.
Oh, and that's another.
See, now he's throwing the shots that should be counters.
Oh yeah.
So that's body damage.
Yeah. But Pop has to be careful because like Pop smells that blood.
Do you remember? Now do you see?
Oh my God.
Do you see what I was talking about? Yeah. About all those big shots whiffing, and all of a sudden now they're starting to haunt Connor because he's so tired that's all it takes, right there. Now Pop is looking much better.
And all Pop has to do is
not get hit. Too. No, now all Pop has to do is not. Yes, as long as Pop doesn't get knocked out, he should win.
Because Connor doesn't seem like Connor's going for the submission until he.
What did I say? Just don't get hit. What did I say? Just don't get hit, Pop.
Stand up and block.
No, when I say don't get hit, I just mean like
don't do anything stupid.
Yes, like be patient. Like stop trying to look for this shot that you're both tired in.
Not poke him, but like if it was a fighting game, just poke him out.
Exactly. Back to the feet they go, which is Connor's best chance. But like, look at his fight. You see how tired he is, and he's gonna throw a leg kick. All it takes is one good shot.
And
yeah, he's done. His body health is done. His head health is done.
His legs things.
Just don't get hit by that. It's oh my God, it's crazy.
All right, but you got about 50 seconds to hold off here.
Like these right there are what's winning him the fight. You see what I'm saying? Like, because on the feet it's about the same.
And that's Connor's blood all over the mat there. Like,
okay, big reversal. Let's see how they decide to play it. Okay, cool.
29 seconds. About 25.
Both fighters extremely tired, so we're even on that front.
Just don't. Just don't do anything.
He was going for the choke.
But I mean, honestly, this may be it. Like, if Connor gets up, he's probably going to immediately press him.
It's not a bad performance, but the trap that a lot of people fall into.
The back of the neck.
That a lot of people fall into the UFC is just not being patient. Everybody wants to do all these cool like big leg kicks and spinning fists and jump kicks, and they're cool. But it's even cooler when you actually land the kick.
And when
you get what I'm saying? Like when it's actually for a knockout. Yeah. Like it's fine. They both performed pretty decently, right? Like it was entertaining.
We'll see. Yep, just go back.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now who won. It should be Pop if they scored it properly. It should be, which should be a big win for the.
So that is a win for the Cobras.
Yeah.
Now Pokemon's up next. So we'll get to see this played out because I mean, this should take a good little chunk. TK is going in, I believe.
Don't you think it'd be Raging?
Well, oh yeah, Raging can go on. I just say this only because Strix is a coach today. But TK's going in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
But wouldn't you want to leave TK out for the fighters?
You would, but
or unless they're playing for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Not necessarily. So with no. For TK going in, you get 2 Pokemon brains instead of 1.
No, I understand. I think in the position that the Cobras are in, you gotta trust one brain so that you can do what you need to do in the games that you know you can win.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really. I genuinely think if Hydra was playing, he would have beat Pop.
Yeah.
So that was just a rotational thing. Granted, it did secure them CTR, but they didn't really need Hydra for CTR.
Yeah, they just needed Mr. OG, but the thing about it is they didn't know how good the other team is.
No, they didn't. But it ended up working out. Connor just didn't know how to defend the takedowns.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. Yeah, like, yeah, I would. Yeah, we'll see.
All
Man,
right, so
yeah, no, we're. Oh, that tomfoolery that goes on behind the scenes. But yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. I think Pokemon is a winnable game for both teams.
I mean, Pokemon's always a winnable game. But I mean, huge one. If the Cobras can win this, they'll cut it down to 3-point deficit. But if the Ghosts win this, that's game, I believe. Just because they win this at up 5 with probably like 20-something minutes left to go. But not 20, probably closer to 30. So we'll be looking at from the Ghost POV. We'll get that up so we can kind of do like a team preview beforehand. But I do think this is the Cobras win. Just based on everything. I mean,
yeah,
XI will be somebody that you will want as a coach in this situation. And I think Zach Attack a coach today? I can't remember.
Zach is a coach today.
Is he? Okay. So Zach can coach him a little bit, I guess. But we will see. And I'm curious to see what teams they opt to do. And you know the Ghosts are gonna wait the full amount of time to smart, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Milk the time, make it muddy, you know?
Because for every setup you do this for, every 2 setups is a game.
Well, the Cobras have done a good job not messing up on setups. So they've done very well. So they have both of their timeouts. So as long as they win this, theoretically, they're going to be able to play 4 more games. Those timeouts go a long way, especially depending on what rules. They just can't have Halo.
I think they want Street Fighter.
They definitely want Street Fighter. They should win Street Fighter.
Street Fighter and Smash.
But Street Fighter takes so long. And that's the issue.
Yeah, so let's see what we get coming up after this. I'm really curious about the next game. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Could be another win, but how long does that take?
Yu-Gi-Oh! So random, you don't know. And then it also depends on the skill levels, right? So
And the deck.
And that's what I'm saying.
They could get a Zodia off rip and win and be like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, but how often does that ever happen?
I don't know. I don't play the game. But I think they've also teetered away from the Zodia
I
deck.
know. I'm so happy that the leagues, like, the first 2 weeks were unbearable. Like, I'm not...
We had one Exodia win out of like 8 or something like that.
I was just like, man, is everybody playing this deck?
Everybody's trusting the heart of the cards here.
The heart of the cards, nothing, man. How about the skill? Like, yeah, like...
So we have about 6 seconds. All right, so...
Oh, we're good. They're good to go. Right in time.
Oh, so this is a very...
This is going to be a very pivotal spin right here.
Oh, and I like that safety goggles on it. So let's see. StarCraft. Ooh.
StarCraft. That's you want to talk about time? This is what I was saying earlier about having to finish. Like, if Pop was able to finish that off within 1 round, you save 10 minutes off the clock.
So this is
now Pokemon is going to take 10 to 15. You could call a timeout for StarCraft, but let's be real here. That's 15 minutes.
Yeah, these are both 2 very aggressive teams.
Yeah.
So, like, no, I want to say both of these teams are very aggressive Pokemon teams. So, unless the Cobras or the Ghosts decide to take a little bit of time, this shouldn't last too long. Sheer Pound or Ogre Pond is the lead. So what Sheehan Powell does is it lowers the defense of everything on the side field, and we have a mirror match. So
No way.
yeah. So I think the play here, phew, I think you say protect. I don't know. Like it's a mirror match. What happens depends on what the other team do. They can both literally do the same thing. So they're playing rock paper scissors right now. Literally playing rock paper scissors right now.
Look at all those people
Sheehan Powell
cheering
protecting.
these.
Okay, so Sheehan Powell protected itself, and the Ogre Pawn used spiky shield. So
I understand.
Taking damage.
I understand.
Who did he Sacred Sword? Okay. They just want to scout out what they think they're gonna do. Ivy, who did he do that into? Oh, so they were just trying to get rid of that Sheehan Powell.
And
that's good knowledge. That's good information to have there. Hopefully we. It's hard. These kind of plays because it's like there's not a proper play because X beats
exactly.
Rock beats paper, rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, paper beats rock. Like who?
Until I bring the hammer.
Yeah. So I feel like we're going to get a switch out here from the Cobras, but I don't know if they have any good switch in this spot. Follow me, and then probably want Sacred Sword into the Sheehan Powell slot if I had to guess. Okay, Ice Spinner, that was nice. Sacred Sword, and if that's not fast, yep, it's fast. Yep, so focus that so it's not going to die. And Horn Leech. Alright. So that's going to knock out their Ogre Pawn, but they get free.
So what did the Follow Me do?
Follow Me just redirects moves into that Pokemon.
That makes sense because they were going for the Chia Pong, so they're like, they'll sacrifice. Okay.
So here's... I want to know what they end up doing because the Ghost can do a really good play here in the Follow Me potentially into a Sucker Punch. Well, Follow Me Sucker Punch, but they're probably just going Sacred. Yeah, they're going Sacred Sword that slot. And then what are they going to do with this slot? Follow Me. Okay, so the Sheehan Powell. Well, depends. If the Fluttermane has Dazzling Gleam, it's a spread move that hits both Pokemon on the other side. They can still knock out the Sheehan Powell. And I want to say Fluttermane is faster than Sheehan Powell. So, yeah, I think this is a free turn if they do.
For the Ghost?
For the Cobras if they do Dazzling Gleam. Yep, which they did. And the Sacred, what are they going to do? Sacred Sword or Ice Spinner into the... Oh, that was a perfectly played out round. Yep. And now... God, why do they use so many of the same Pokemon? Oh my God, this is annoying. I think Entei's the right play.
You think there was some insider intel?
I think Entei's the right play. Entei was the play that you should have made here. Because essentially at this point that they can get another double knockout here.
Is that the new form of Entei?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, no, that was the old Entei. That was but I think if they Ice Spinner and Dazzling Gleam, that wins them this turn. And they get a double knockout here. Because the Dazzling Gleam is going to knock out the Dazzling Gleam is going to knock out the Ogre Pawn and do a chunk of damage to that Raging Bolt, and then Ice Spinner should be enough to finish it off. I think at this point you have to Thunderclap the Sheehan Powell just to get some form of damage off. But you're slower than both teams on the other side of the field. And what is he opting to go for? Is he tearing the Sheehan Powell or the... Yeah, he's temp. All right, so this is Stellar. Yep. So everything's going to hit harder at least once. Keeps the same. It keeps the thing about this type of terror is it... Ooh, Sucker Punch into that slot. Yeah, this should be a double knockout.
Wow.
Yeah, double knockout. You should honestly, Entei was the play. You don't bring in him at this point. And what would you say we needed this game to be won, and we needed to be won quickly?
Yeah, it looks like they're taking care of that.
I mean, you're gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be hard for you to come back from. It's still possible. Don't get me wrong, but you don't have a lot of switch outs now. And that Dragon Knight's gonna be switched into forced to stay into one move. So you got about 30 seconds to choose here. Now it depends. Now this Fluttermane could do a lot of work depending on if it's timid or modest. So the intake coming in, that's a good part one. So we're gonna see quickly if it's timid or if it's modest. What stat gets boosted here? So it's modest. So there's potential for it to speed tie depending on how the Fluttermane is the Fluttermane on the other side is built. But the Chien Pouch should be able to get a clean sucker punch off into it. You do not lock yourself into experience speed here. I think that's the wrong play because then if you lock yourself into that move, you can only use that move, right? And with Fluttermane uses protect. Okay. So what does he opt to do here? Is this a sucker punch into that slot? Sucker punch is gonna almost knock him out.
Wow.
So one more sucker punch and he's knocked out. So sucker punch, that's gonna bring him down to his sash. Now the Entei, I think, attacked into the Fluttermane at this slot. No, he tacked into. Okay, that was a really good play. He tacked into the Chien Pouch.
Yeah, I think that was important at this point.
Yeah, you had to get that knockout because if you honestly, if you attacked into the Fluttermane, then you just lose. Like, there's nothing you can do. But so right here, we may be seeing a speed tie between the two Fluttermanes. So essentially, what speed tie is, they both have the same exact speed stat. So whoever's faster is the one that ends up it's a coin flip. So let's see what he opts to do here. Shadow Ball will be super effective into that slot, but I think we see another Dazzling Gleam from this Fluttermane and an Earth Power into that Entei slot, and that should, depending on how the speed interactions go, you're locked into one move here. You can't do anything other than the move you selected the first turn. Oh wait, no, sorry. This Entei is assault vested. My bad. So this Entei has more options. Sacred Fire into. Yep. So they're just gonna try. Yep. And the speed tie was won by the Fluttermane, unless it was timid. And then this Earth Power should do Fancier Storm. That should knock it out.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only Pokemon left is Dragonite. And Dragonite's not going to be able to handle both of these Pokemon.
Good win from the Cobras.
Yeah, so this should be a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Well, depends on if the Fluttermane was choiced or not. But Dazzling Gleam on Moonblast. And you can't Outrage. You have to use either Aerial Ace or Stomping Tantrum, because if you Extreme Speed, that doesn't affect Fluttermane. If you Outrage, that doesn't affect Fluttermane. If you have to use Aerial Ace, because if you use Extreme Speed or Outrage, it doesn't affect the Fluttermane. If you use Stomping Tantrum, it doesn't affect the Landorus. So Aerial Ace is literally all you can do. No. So this is pretty much locked up. Dragonite can't do anything. Because Aerial Ace, right? Aerial Ace isn't going to kill Fluttermane at this slot. Yeah, he just sealed it because he can't do anything to this Fluttermane. And granted, a few turns ago was really when it got locked up. But
yeah.
So we have him terrestrialize into normal type, and he's going to Extreme Speed into that Landorus slot, which is going to do a chunk of damage. Let's see what happens. And it's not enough for a knockout, so that should be game. Moonblast. Alright. Special attack drop, not that matters. And what does he do? Sludge Bomb. Does he get the poison? No, he doesn't get the poison, but
he's got one more turn.
Yeah, one more turn, but at this point it's 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
And you can't hurt one of the Pokemon. So he's just gonna take his time here. And
So I mean, if he's smart, he'll take his time.
Yeah.
You don't want them to mount a comeback, especially with StarCraft up next. StarCraft, we know setup is going to take.
If you're the Cobras, you take a timeout.
2 minutes.
You take a timeout. Well,
you think so?
No. Actually, because it's
you wait.
Yeah.
You wait because you're more likely to sneak in 2 more games after StarCraft.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think about it because it's console to PC, so that's a 2 minute.
2 minute setup. So it has to be set up. Invites should be sent out.
You have about 10 seconds left.
And then you can go and pretty much chalk up 15 minutes off the board. Really, 16, 17.
Yeah. Depends on how they end up deciding to do it. Because Raging being one of the last ones available was really good because now Raging can go in for it. You get no Strix. I wonder what their StarCraft
Strix is
lineup.
coaching.
He is coaching. I wonder what their lineup is, and that is a win for the Cobras there.
All right, so the Cobras trying to make a comeback here. Like I said, I think shooters rolling all at the beginning did not really help the Cobras in this situation, and then the speed. I think CTR was a crucially bad play.
But at least they forfeited not too much into it. But I think
they forfeited way too much into it. To be honest, 2 races is halfway. Halfway when we knew, you and I both knew this was not going to happen. About 1 minute, 2 minutes into it.
So I think this lineup is Raging Cajun, Hogeki, Jekyll, and Bubbles. And on the opposite side, I think you get Mystical. I think you full send. I think you get Mystical, OG, Hydro, maybe, and one of their rookies. And it's hard to tell because I don't know how much some of these other rookies have been playing StarCraft.
That's the beauty of it. Just like any sport, you don't know how much time somebody's been putting in. So when they show up with a fadeaway jumper, all of a sudden a little bit faster, you're like, when did you learn that? And we just don't know.
So yeah, Raging, Bubbles, Hogeki, Jekyll, I think is the lineup. And then that leaves how many people in that lineup? That leaves Raging. So 3 left. So that leaves 4. I think after that you want Street Fighter. I think after that.
You don't want Street Fighter unless it's the last game. Because it just takes too long to set up.
No, timeout.
You can still have the timeouts, but to play it,
I think you could get through it quick enough.
Okay. I mean, we'd have to see.
What other fighter? What would you want?
Guilty?
No, not with.
Possibly.
LA.
Tekken.
I don't think you want Tekken unless they send Dev and Hydro.
Are you talking about the Ghost?
No, I'm talking about the Cobras. I think the Cobras want Street Fighter after this.
Yeah, I think the Cobras want just about any one of those fighters.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
They don't. I don't think.
Oh, I thought it was a Zergling.
No. We just need to blockade that middle ground.
Hydra, you got that? You got that?
Yeah. Well, where's the entrance here? Where's the entrance here? There's 2 entrances.
I'm in the back corner.
There's 2?
I'm in one of the back corners.
Yes.
I see one next to me. Okay.
But let's see how quickly.
Okay.
No. I think forfeited.
Okay. So Forza, get that done quickly.
I think this is over now.
And it's crazy. The races, right? That's what we see. The races are the ones that's going to really be the big impactful thing.
Yeah, and I just don't think they have the racing chops to beat the Ghost.
Because you need to put Bubbles in. Bubbles definitely needs to go back in. So the 4 that's left, whoever the 4 that was left, and then Bubbles.
Yeah, but Bubbles. Will Bubbles be available?
Yes, because 3 went back in on rotation, so there's 4. That's going to be.
And then 5. Okay.
Yeah, he'll be the last one left in rotation. So let's see what we have going on here. I mean, the Ghost improvement is what really. It's not the games that they were going to win anyways, but that they were going to win when the season started. It's the games that they put the effort into.
Yeah, well, 2K and Madden were big, right?
Yeah, 2K and Madden were huge.
That literally makes it 8-8 if the Cobras are in rotation for both of those.
Yeah.
It makes it 8-8 because from what I saw, they were not going to be able to beat Jekyll and Madden. And they wouldn't have been able to beat LA and Pop in 2K. It just wouldn't have happened. I don't think it would have happened. Even Jekyll, he plays it to some degree. So I think those are 2 turning point games. I think wasting that 10 minutes in CTR was crucial.
6,
So
yeah.
well, 6, it might as well have been 10 because you're talking about setup and all sorts of things too. We knew that they were in a disadvantage in COD, Valorant, Fortnite. Overwatch was very shocking. So clearly a lot closer than we thought. Apex, they were at a disadvantage in Gears. But Gears was also close. They just lost at the end.
They were 3 kills away in Gears. So we can really put Gears in there too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll basically say
Gears.
I'll basically say the Cobras have improved in those games, right? In those games enough to keep them close. But these are the games that we were expecting the Ghosts to win. So there's really 2 games that, due to rotation, didn't fall the Cobras' way.
But we also have to, when we talk about rotation and not falling your way, you have to consider that, like, you can't just rely on the same people to win the game every time, and that's part of it. And we have bubbles going in on the reset. Yep. So now at this point, you have to play everything, you have to win everything, and you have to hope that the next game is quick. Honestly, maybe hope for Yu-Gi-Oh next and hope that you can end that quickly, and then hope for Street Fighter and hope that can end quickly.
Well, they've got to win in Forza. I'm not saying the Cobras haven't improved in it. They may very well have.
Like, they also practice a good little bit, so who knows how much time has been put in behind the scenes. But I like, if I'm being honest, Yu-Gi-Oh is what you want next. You want something quick. You throw pop in for it.
FIFA's quick, quick enough. But 4 with under 30 minutes that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's hard. It's extremely hard, but it's possible, especially
with 2 timeouts. Yeah, so they're gonna have to call timeout after this.
Honestly, they just need to finish 3 games with 2 seconds left on the clock, because if they get that last game in and they call timeout immediately once the 3rd game's been played and won. But this is big right now for the Ghosts, because this is the Ghosts' moment to clear, like, to shut it down.
Well, if you're looking at the score too, because the Madden took so long, which in hindsight was a bad play. I don't know.
They kept throwing the ball, and they should have just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They should have ended that game a lot sooner, because the Cobras were banking on playing more games. Right now, we're at 16 games. If you look at most of these matches, we've averaged about 21 to 26 games, I would say. Most teams are playing at this point. Right now, we're at 16.
It was 9 to 11 the other day. Friday, it was like 12 to 12. And then, like, it was over 20
Friday was 13-12.
13-12, yeah. And then, yeah. Of course, it can't end 12-12. And then Thursday, it was like, it was a good amount of games played. It was over 20.
Yeah, so, like, pacing wise, they're under
Cobras.
Right now.
So they're having trouble setting it up.
Yeah, that's crucial right now. Luckily, Forza does end fairly quickly.
But that timeout burn right there, yeah, it's bad. You don't want to burn a timeout, and then, like, you have to win. Like, your back's up against the wall. You have to win, and you have to hope the game that you want roll, or certain games, because yes, you could win League of Legends, but League of Legends is 15 minutes. StarCraft, I wonder if that was. I don't know why they forfeited StarCraft.
They might not have been confident.
Yeah.
They just might not have been confident in the lineup.
Why spend 15 minutes on this game and then lose it, and now we're down 10-6 with 12 minutes left to go. All right. So let's see what we have going on here. All right. So, who do you have winning Forza?
I mean, OG's not playing.
I still give it to the Ghost.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Something tells me that they've just been lagging. Well, I know I got some insider information that they've definitely been spending a lot of time together as a team.
I'm your insider information.
Yeah, no, you're not. Not this time.
But so a lot of times that we've seen the Cobras going for Forza, it's been a lot of bubbles. Now, I do know that Jekyll's been playing the game. He was playing the game actually at the venue a handful of times.
Yeah, something tells me, like, you would think Pop would have been playing this.
But Pop wouldn't have been available because you had to choose between Pop and Bubbles.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it's up on how much time has LA, TK, Jekyll, and Cajun been playing this? How much time have they put into this?
The Raging Cajun play for the game was pretty interesting. Then, if that's the case, because I think they could have slipped Deuce in there to get more sports coverage.
But Cajun, maybe they thought strategy.
It wouldn't have helped too much.
They probably thought they
could
take some of the shooters. Did they take any shooters today?
No, I don't see one shooter on there.
Now Overwatch was closed, but I don't think they took.
Overwatch was closed. Gears was closed. Everything else has been they got smoked.
And if we're being honest, right? Ghost took the shooters.
Valorant, they started to come back, but
Ghost took the shooters. Cobras took the fighters. Kind of what we expected, right?
And all the shooters rolled.
Yeah.
And the shooters just take so much time to set up, so much time to play.
So the Ghost taking the shooters and the Cobras taking the fighters is not out of the ordinary.
No.
It's those other games. And then when I say those other games, I don't mean that the other games are out of the ordinary, but we can see how this match played out, right? So, like, going into it before, we knew Cobras were going to have the more favorable fighting game matchup. Ghosts were going to have the more favorable shooting game matchup. So, who wins who it now becomes who wins the sports, who wins the racers, and who wins the strategy games. And the Ghosts have taken more, like, they've taken, how many sports have they taken? 2K, Madden?
It's the 2.
Actually, no, it's tied up on sports.
It's 2-2. It's 2-2, but it should be 4-0. And we should be looking at a tied game right now. In my humble opinion, we should 100% be looking at a tied game right now.
Do you think they would have played? Do you think the Cobras would have played out StarCraft if it was a tied game?
Yeah, yeah, I do actually, because they probably would have just felt a little better. But Madden was simply out of rotation. 2K was kind of as well, but it's weird because you don't want to just save somebody for
one
a particular game. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we end up doing it all the time because it's what we have and it's what we're banking on for guaranteed, W's and things like that. But I personally like to craft things around what you think is going to be a guarantee. You don't know what's going to roll for sure, but you want to make sure you're in position to get those as much because you can still maneuver your lineups around enough. The only other thing that probably would have helped today for the Cobras is probably running a 5-man. And
Who
that's
do you leave out?
Exactly. That's the tough part because you need the sports coverage, so Pop has to play, but you don't necessarily want Pop in all of the fighters, right?
I think based on how this game has played out today, if I'm being honest, Raging and Bubbles.
You think so? You think Bubbles too?
So shooters, we haven't won, right?
Okay.
Racers, this is
it's just a different layout. That's all.
I'm gonna wheel spin. League of Legends! League of Legends!
League of Legends, baby! League of Legends, baby!
What? What the heck is that?
Why am I going first gear?
Oh, I'm a manual. What the fuck?
I'm a manual too.
And then freaking.
Yo, come here. They got traction control. Traction control.
I think it's
Yeah, they got traction. Yeah, they have it on.
I can't switch gears. I gotta wait.
No crap.
It's not working, that's what I'm saying. I did.
Shit's all fucked up. Fuck, man.
First place.
I I finally got it working.
Wait, did they have damage off? Wait, did they have damage off? I think damage is turned off. Hollywood. Hollywood. Is damage turned off? Hollywood. Damage? I think I got damage on. I think I got damage on. Hey, Hollywood, they don't have damage on. Hey, Hollywood, they don't have damage on.
They check his settings right now.
Let's set up and go. Let's set up and go. I mean, regardless, they don't have damage on. Regardless, they don't have damage on.
Yeah, no, I just popped up somebody. I have no penalty.
Yeah, there's no damage on. There's no damage on. No damage at all. No damage at all. Why are we still playing? They set it up wrong. Why are we still playing? They set it up wrong.
Get it.
I finished third.
I finished fourth. I finished fourth.
Wait, what did that get? No, it's because the game just gets boring.
I finally picked.
Yep, Cobras
League
win.
of Legends.
But they have a league, which is going to take 15 minutes.
But they also have their best league lineup right now.
You think it's going to be good enough to wipe?
They're going. They know. They probably know at this point that they have to win quickly,
Fast.
So I wonder
If they're going to play more aggressive.
Yeah, they're gonna choose a more aggressive comp. I guarantee you, when League of Legends rolled and they were playing Forza, Anarchist in his mind, Third Anarchist in his mind was like trying to formulate something along with Strix, right? That's the benefit of having them both in for this game, or both coaching for this game. Is that they can be like, okay, we need to win this quickly. What can we do against them? Now, unfortunately for them on the other side, the Ghosts do have a man called Mr. OG. And I feel like Mr. OG is not going to. Maybe they don't win, but they make sure that this isn't a quick game. And like I said, that burnt timeout is huge. Now, the only thing, one big thing that could potentially happen for the Ghosts is for the Cobras is a wrong setup from the Ghosts, because the Ghosts are out of timeout.
Yes, well, I mean, it's been pretty
But-
hard to set this up wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just this. Well, yeah.
Even in general, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe not sending the lineup. Something. That's
But, like, just look at the setup timer, right?
yeah.
Technically,
There's gonna be about
either
20
team
minutes.
can wait 20, exactly.
Actually, there might be a little bit more because we didn't stop it during the timeout. So, but the next game has to be something that can be won quickly. Now, they need team games. Maybe F1. Maybe they want F1 pop in practicing. The other person crashes out quickly.
Now if OG's there.
But OG's going in for league. So that leaves one person out.
I mean, ideally, if you're the Ghost, you just win this and it's over.
Yeah. Ideally. Maybe the Cobras want. Excuse me. Maybe they want Dead by Daylight next, and potentially win that quickly. They want games that there's a potential to win quickly. So I think Dead by Daylight, if you really go out and slug and win it quickly. Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, either way, at the end of the day, they need to win this. But it can be understated how it was Mystical that won 2K, right?
Yeah.
Can be understated how big that win was.
Yeah, and he had to do it by himself at the end.
Yeah, because like I'm granted you just needed 2 points, but if the Cobras played that a little bit different. Yeah, if the Cobras played that out a little bit differently and won that, we're looking at a completely different game right now.
Well, we're looking at 8-9.
Yeah, with League of Legends being the next game, and them having almost a full reset afterwards.
So they just needed one of those wins. But honestly, Hogeki was not helping out. And he had some threes at the end that he could have hit.
Yeah, but is Hogeki like...
He's not a 2K main, so it's not something to be held against.
I'm going to be honest, that might have been one of the worst people to have in. Hogeki or Raging. One of those two, right?
Well, they had TK available.
Oh, okay.
So they chose the better between the two.
Let's see, Raging.
And he knew to pick Jaw. So it's like he knows ball.
To pick Jaw.
Nah. if somebody told him to pick Jaw, I would. Yeah, he picked Jaw because that's one of his favorite players.
Are we coming back to it?
Wow. So we're skipping League of Legends. Riot Client.
So League of Legends is now being skipped. We're adding 2 minutes back to time. 2 minutes. All right, so let's see what the next wheel spin is.
I'm really curious now because if it's Rocket League, they're sunk.
Oh, no bubbles either. What is it? Halo. Hey. Maybe they've been putting that work in.
Hold on. Halo might actually... If Halo works perfectly...
Let's see.
If Halo works perfectly, there's a shot in the dark that the Cobras win. And 8.
Hey, Raging. Let's go ahead. Raging, Hogeki, TK. Maybe.
Yeah.
And LA or Jekyll. If I had to guess, Raging's definitely going in for this. All right.
That's just a rough roll. That's just a rough roll. That's like just gut punch after gut punch. Now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this would have been over either way.
So,
because had League had rolled and they played it 15 minutes, okay, 4 minutes setup for Halo, and Halo never works on time, and then 8 minutes for Halo, just do the math. We're sitting at no time. That would have run everything out.
So question then for you. If next week was the playoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you, and it was the Cobras versus the Ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the Cobras, do you run the same exact lineup thinking they can't possibly get all of the shooters again? Or do you adjust this lineup?
I think you adjust this lineup. I think you find a way to put Strix in.
Okay.
I think you find somewhere where Strix can play because he bolsters your strategy heavily. I think you might actually run 5 and have a directed game plan and just have more forfeits readily available. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I think it really is wheel dependent, but the way the Cobras had their lineup set up was for fighters.
Yeah.
Fighters and sports game here and there. But the Ghosts have shown that they're just versatile. They're a versatile team. They're building and they're rebuilding and have a lot of high level draft picks over there and more picks. I wish you guys were all paying attention to the draft so that you guys could watch how Hollywood just fleeced everybody out of picks. And it started really last season with the whole dismantling of their team to no fault of the leadership, for real. I mean, you had Chicken Want to Leave that brought in the first, 2 firsts
you're talking
really.
about the Ghost.
No, I'm talking about the Ghost. So you have to
Okay.
think about like where this all showed up, like where all this talent came from. It's because they had to give up so much talent. X-Ray, they got picks for that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Tear it
Then
down to build it up.
Zach. Oh no, sorry, Cutters. They got a first for that. So they used all that draft capital and ammo.
They still have some draft capital for next season.
Oh my God, they have almost 10 picks.
Well, I'm talking about the first round alone.
Yeah, they have almost 10 picks next season.
But in the first round, they have like 2 or 3. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
not
spooky.
10 in the first round.
It's spooky. It's spooky because if you look at this right here, who's really the weak link?
It's not a overall weak link.
Yeah, Zach didn't even play today. He's one of them.
Oh well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say all that.
But I'm just saying
I wasn't gonna say all that.
I'm just saying like think about it this way like there's just a lot of high picks. I'm just saying because Zach went high in the draft.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's everything, but they just have a ton of high picks. So basically, if they were to walk into every single one of these drafts and you were to tell them, hey, at some point you're going to get to have all of these players that everybody wants at a high pick, like what would you say? The talent is there. That's all I'm getting at. Like, it's not an all that type of thing that I'm saying that. I'm just saying they're going to bring in even more.
Yeah.
So inevitably at the next combine, there's going to be like 2 or 3 prospects that everybody's going to be like, man, I wish we get a chance to get them, maybe 5, and they're going to get 2 of them and add it to this. Now they're all going to be fighting for playing time. But like I said, eventually players are going to have to get cut.
Competition breeds excellence.
Exactly.
And on top of that, I mean, it's not even just. And one thing me and Ryan talked about earlier in the season is like matchup stuff, right? So like they can do that a little bit now where they want to play certain players to play into a certain matchup because certain teams don't have enough skilled players to really mix up their lineups. But you add this, right? And then you start adding some more people next season, whether it be during the draft or through free agency or whatever, right? You have many options. You can be like, okay, well, I want to add some more fighters, right? So I can run a more fighter-heavy lineup, right? I wanna go and draft the best fighter in this class, and now I have Dev and this guy, right? Like, imagine if they found somebody like a TK in next season's draft, and they pair TK and Dev up in the lineup. That's dangerous. And they're like, oh well, now we want to run a more fighter-heavy lineup versus this team, or we want to run a shooter-heavy off.
Flexibility.
Yeah, it gives them that flexibility.
Yeah, and I'm not. For me, the way I've run the teams is simply like the way I've run the teams is simply like it doesn't matter. Best case scenario, they skip Halo. Yeah. The way I look at it is never really, oh, well, you start, you don't. It's do you make sense for this matchup or not? And that really is the way it should be played because of the wide variety of games that we play. So when you really look at it, it's not really, oh, you're going to start. Granted, if you make yourself valuable in more games, it's easier for you to play in more matchups. But your skill set makes the matchup valuable because at this point, just about every team touches every game to some degree.
Yeah.
So you can't just expect them not to touch it.
Yeah.
Right? Anymore. Like before, you could literally walk in and be like, oh, well, they don't touch this. There's still some of that in the league. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying it's not to the widespread amount. Exactly. It's where you have to. All right, Fortnite.
Wait, didn't we? Already played. Run it back.
Alright, Gabe.
What was that?
Oh, we're on the wrong side. That's okay.
We're good.
F1.
If they could win
Hey,
F1,
Playing defense on black. I'll let you know.
You have to win this. Then you have to bat for it.
Damn, Connor.
Fast.
So
It's
Where's it at? Oh, right here. Yeah, right in front. All right.
Oh, I see.
They better.
How many up?
Alright, I'm gonna go.
I talked to my.
I'm gonna grab it.
The thing is because you want it to be the Cobra setup. Yes, it opens you up to, setting it up incorrectly, but you want it to be set up quickly. And
no, because the ghosts don't have to start until the 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so even if what I'm saying is even if the Cobras, even if it was a Cobra setup, the ghosts don't have to actually start the game until they're ready.
Somebody's behind me. Somebody's right on the.
Well, CTF is also not a good mode for what the Cobras need right now?
I mean, the Cobras could. I mean, they just have to get with the flag across 3 times if they really wanted to.
No, the reason why I say that is because
The
it could,
overtime.
yes.
Now I do remember when the I think it was when the when I don't know if OG and LJ were on the Gorillas when they decided to do this. I think it was against the Ravens or a different team where they played capture the flag and they held it as stalemate as long as they could and then just went and won the game.
I can't move my mouth, bro. I can't move my mouth. My mouth is disconnected from the game every like 3 seconds.
But yeah, so
Alright,
let's see.
Same open, what's going on?
Yeah, but we're on the team. You see that? You see that?
What we have going on here?
Yeah, I mean, because okay, fine. Let's say we get a score here.
Yeah.
Let's say we get a score. Okay, so we did get a score.
So
Who scored? That's
in-gamers 8, which would be the Ghost.
Yep. So it's just not looking good.
No. Everything else other than.
All right. Yep. And the Ghosts have those weapons.
What the fuck?
Are good. Because like that's one thing you have to know how to do. You're gonna have to know how to deal with these vehicles.
Still doing it.
All right. Which
I was literally just
is
using
OG
this mouse on
available
this computer all
for
day.
F1?
So,
depending on
like,
yeah, OG is not because he went in for this.
So if the Cobras can somehow manage to pull this off, they're not completely out of this because whoever comes in next could easily rack it.
Flag capture.
Oh god, this is because the colors are awesome.
yeah, do what you can do.
Yeah, we just have to understand who we're looking at.
All right. So still 1-0, and I want to say that is a lead by the Ghost. All right, so we are looking. He threw the flag and he didn't know where it was. Yeah, just wrong fit, buddy. You know.
Well, no, the strat is to throw it in.
No, it is, but they kept taking so long to find out where they threw the flag at. That at that point, you've been better off just running. All right. Oh, and that's the second. Yeah, that's the second flag returned by the Ghost. So one more, and they just outright win.
Yeah, this is what we thought.
So this would be a Ghost favorite
Any power weapons or snipers on this map at all? Like,
game.
anything?
I don't think so.
Cool.
There's an energy sword.
Oh, that's not very helpful.
A bunch of Ghost domination. That's what we got.
Yeah, I mean, potentially going to 11-7 right here.
They got the flying vehicle.
Oh, yeah, that's a.
Can't turn my character.
Alright, I'm gonna mess with whoever is in that vehicle. Are they gonna be able to get this killed? They have about 3 minutes left to get 2 flags. Alright, so let's see. I don't think that changes it. But I mean, there's not much to say other than the Cobras. The Ghosts are doing a good job. They have a strat. They're deploying that strat. And they're like, well, if people aren't going to figure out how to deal with this, we're just going to keep doing it. And people have, well, the teams that they played have not, I should say. And I mean, they're in danger. One more return flag in this.
They don't. Yeah. Plus, they don't have enough time. They don't have enough time to swing it back, unless they miraculously just boss up. Like it's just not looking good for the Cobras right now.
Because you have somebody missing their shots on this flying vehicle, and
But you know what is awesome?
What?
Just the level of competition across the league right now.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
we've had nothing but close games this weekend.
Yeah, like the competition across the league right now is getting a lot better. and just about there's a couple teams that still need a little bit more pick me up. But going in, like, other than the top two that just kind of stand head and shoulders above at the moment, right? Everything is pretty much even, and to some degree. I'm not saying fully even, but it's like everything's so matchup dependent, availability.
Has been,
yeah, like compared to last season where the expansion teams were really, kind of getting their teeth kicked in for the first couple weeks. Granted, the Bucks and Cobras pulled it together like throughout the season, but you can see the disparity. Now we're looking at it, and you've got the the Ghosts who are now about to be 4-3. The Cobras who are going to be 2-4.
No, Cobras are 4-3. They're both going to be 4-3 after this.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got two teams that are 4-3, and they played a close match. And had the wheel gone a different way,
we don't know, but we can't live in a serious world of hypotheticals.
I mean, we can. It's just not viable. Yeah, this one's a tough L to take here for the Cobras. Like TK just like TK and LA are just like, yo, it ain't working.
Yeah. All right, and then that's 33 seconds. 30, yeah. There's not much you can do here. All right, so let's see if they're able to get some kills off here. Just for the vibe.
10 seconds left to go.
That. And let's see what he does here. If he runs into somebody, he's going to have to use it. Yep.
I wish I could shoot, man.
Flag. And that.
Right. The Ghosts just comfortably winning that. Absolutely.
11-7.
They're clapping. They're in good spirits.
4-point deficit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really, you can't do anything about that at this point.
Not at this point, no. If there were more time in the game, there's something that the Cobras 100% could do about it. It's just the way the wheel shook out, strengths versus weaknesses, and then those two big drops. I keep going back to those because if those two don't exist, we're literally looking at a tied game right now.
Do you think that this is the Ghost best lineup?
No.
Who do you take out? First off, who do you take out to make this the best lineup? I'm not going to even ask who you put in first. Who do you take out?
I just don't think it's the best lineup.
Who do you take out?
I'm not saying nothing.
No, you can't say this is not their best lineup.
Yes, I can, because you asked me a question and I answered it. I refused to answer it. Nah, man. I think that they have some more players in the tuck.
Who do you take out?
I think they got some more tricks up their bag.
Tell me who. You can't say you think this is the best lineup. Not the best lineup.
Hey man, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's just Black Diamond. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you Redskins fans all the same.
Yeah, well.
Do you think this is the Cobras' best lineup?
Honestly, it's all dependent. Like for this matchup, these are probably the best lineups for both teams. Right?
You really politician your way out of that one.
No, not really. I mean, that's why I said no, but then I thought about it. I was like, well, for this matchup, it was the best thing, and it proved out to be, right? Because let's see, what fighter did the Ghosts win? None. That's what the Cobras were banking on. They didn't win a single fighter.
And what shooters did the Cobras win?
None, but they came closer in those than the Ghosts did in fighters.
Yeah.
So that tells me that the Cobras, for them, this is actually one of their better lineups. And they didn't have Hogeki for Overwatch and still almost beat them. So to me, like for this matchup, these lineups make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about how we were saying, everything is matchup dependent at this point. So how can we...
Yeah.
Like, how can we say otherwise? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said no initially, but it wasn't because... It's because I was thinking like, okay, well, what if they were going up against so-and-so? But then as I was saying it, I was like, oh, well, what if they're going up against this team? It's going to be a different lineup.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, because they've shown different lineups. I just can't even think about it because at the beginning of the season, it was a completely different lineup. They had almost like 5 rookies. So I know they have a couple more rookies.
They have Def Mana, they have Exile, they have J-Lu.
That's what I'm saying. And they all play a role somewhere.
And then they still have Zack Attack.
Yeah.
sitting in a wing.
I mean, Cobras, Deuce, Strix. Like, these are all viable players to put in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for what they do and what you need them to do. So, I can't really say otherwise. I think these are the best lineups for this matchup. That's why, like I said, that's why I said no initially. But I don't even, yeah, so. Got F1. Did we get a forfeit?
Yeah, they're like, the game is over. I'm not. Wait, who DNF? Wait, who DNF? Somebody DNF. We're going to get an update on that.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know. But looks like we have Dead by Daylight, a favorite amongst the league and fan favorite.
Oh, so the Cobras DNF.
Cobras DNF'd. Looks like we got Dead by Daylight.
Was Pop in or was it Jekyll?
Depending on whose setup that was.
That was a Cobra setup, if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken.
so now the ghosts get to retaliate and choose if they want to be survivor or killer here.
Depends on
and
who
this will be
went
the
in
last
for,
game.
Depends on who went in for who went in for F1. Maybe LJ went in. I feel like if I had to choose between the two, Dev and LJ for F1, I feel like LJ, because LJ has some sneaky good coverage, and like people disrespect her a lot because like I can understand some of it because they don't see her go in for certain things, but that's just because they have people who are better, but it doesn't mean she's bad at
She would have done just fine in 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
She was the rookie sports player of the year of the season when she was a rookie.
Was she?
Yeah. Because that was the season that they had.
She gets dubs.
No, was she rookie? I think she was rookie. Pretty sure she was, or she won something. Pretty sure something sports related. But now we have Dead by Daylight, and it looks like Dev has to go in. Jekyll's going in, and if they want to end off on a win, you put Jekyll, maybe Raging.
My question is, do they play it?
TK and Hogeki.
Do the teams actually play it?
Yeah, you know what? You could just be like, yeah, I'm done with this. Or you could be like, do you want to, so for the Ghost, do you want to beat them by as much as possible? And if you're the Cobra, do you want to leave here with a win?
I think the Ghosts want to beat them by as much as possible because just some of the trash talk that went back and forth.
Yeah. Especially early on in the game.
Early on in the season, too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the second matchup, is it not? Yeah, and the first one went the Cobras way.
Yep.
And I remember a whole lot of talking.
Yeah. I mean, that's some of the things you talk, you got to back it up. And I mean, the Cobras are a good team.
No, they are. Like,
they're a really
marked
good
improvement.
team.
Like, it's, I actually saw their lineup and I was like, man, wow. It's just they really doubled up in two categories, right? I think I think fighters and strategy. They have a really good coverage in depending on what lineup they decide to use.
Mm-hmm.
So when they doubled up on that, it's like you know going into any game against them, you have to worry about those two categories, and that's the foundation to any team. Now they just have to find players to fill in and, boost.
Excel.
Yes. Boost that same thing that they're already working on.
All right, so let's see. So Dev is going to be killer. I'm curious to see what killer he does. And it's going to be LA, Hogeki, Raging. What am I missing? LA, forfeit? Yeah, the Cobras want to get out of here. Yeah, they want, Cobras
And there's no timeout for. They made sure to do it under the 2 minutes too. Very smart. There's no timeout for the Ghost to call, so that's it.
Guilty Gear. Ooh, they want to play this. I know for a fact they want to.
Of course they do. Let's see if they call a timeout. Let's see how petty they are. And I'm okay with it because it's.
Now the fighters start rolling.
Oh, but the thing is, the Ghost could easily forfeit it too. I don't think they're going to want to.
No, because Dev definitely wants to play this. Dev 100% wants to play this, and Jekyll and TK are available. Yeah, they 100% want to play this.
Well, it's up to the Cobras if they're going to call a timeout or not.
Yeah. Setup is Cobra. So. I mean, they could get into the game within that time. And they call a timeout.
Yeah, they're playing.
So they want to end off on this. So Dev wants that run back.
It just depends.
Dev wants that run back, and he wants to double them up.
Hydra could easily be like, we won. We're going home.
So I think
come get interviewed.
We're going to see We're going to see Dev, Hydro, and LJ versus Jekyll, TK. Maybe Pop. I mean, this is a full good lineup for the Ghost here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who anybody. I know Jekyll plays Axel, TK plays Testament. I don't know who the other two will play on that team. I feel like Ramlethal.
Well, they need LA to make this go step for step, or possibly Hogeki.
Yeah.
They would need LA to make this go step for step. So really, I mean, we're working on.
Hydro plays Nagoriyuki. LJ plays Chip.
Yep.
I believe
She plays Chip.
Dev plays.
I forget.
Does he play Saul? Like he no. What does he play? I can't remember. But who do you have winning here? Remember Jekyll?
Honestly, yeah, Jekyll's really annoying to deal with in this
Jekyll
game.
has said time and time again he has not had the chance to play Guilty Gear this season because his team keeps winning or they forfeit. His team keeps winning before it even gets to him. So Pop, yep, because I know Pop been talking about he's been playing the fighters, and then on the other side, Hydro, Dev, and LJ.
Yeah, that's the appropriate play. Plus, Hydro just doesn't feel like playing.
I see. Unless they choose one of the rookies, like I know Connor and Rad have been.
They went with Connor.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that Nago.
So I wonder who Connor has been practicing, has been playing. So they should be getting in a game relatively soon here.
Yep, and it's going to be a quick one too. So really no skin off of our backs.
Let's do it the next game.
So they're putting Jekyll up at the top. No more timeouts, so whatever spins, that's it.
It's gonna be Smash or Street Fighter.
Oh, they definitely don't want to play that.
Wreckfest. What do you mean? Wreckfest is amazing.
Hey man, we won Wreckfest. That's all that matters. All right, we've got Jekyll versus Dev.
Oh, Dev is playing. Damn. Okay. That's okay. Yeah. All right. So I guarantee you, Dev's been labbing this matchup. Let's see.
This annoying matchup. Button check.
Yeah, I'm about to say he let Axel get full screen.
That was an awesome button check, bro.
To the untrained eye, it would look like they knew what was going on.
And look, they're just chilling. Cause look, you see Hydro behind Jekyll. So about to see this real quick here. All right, so see how this matchup goes. They both go up and flash. All right, so we have 230 viewers here to see this amazing Guilty Gear play. Let's see. Oh, nice there. DP's the one he brings up. Nice yellow RP.
Yo, Jekyll's gotten so much better at this game.
Yeah, no. This old Jekyll would not be. We would not be talking about old Jekyll like this in this game.
Look at how annoying his Axlo is.
And Dev, I can promise you, this is what probably with Dev having practiced this matchup. Nice. The man grab there. Let's see if he can get him in the corner. See. Oh, nice overhead. Nice. Oh. there. All right. And remember the last time these two played?
Oh, good burst.
They tied. Let's see what he does here. Oh, and that's Dev taking the first
awesome.
round.
And Dev being able to open him up.
See, ooh. Yep, Dev has
He's getting right in his face.
Yep, and I'm about to say we haven't seen that from Jekyll yet, which he didn't have in their last matchup.
Jekyll not happy about that last round at all.
No, Jekyll's like, yeah, we're not doing this again, buddy. Yeah. All right, and we have a triple RC there, and then tornado to get him.
Yeah, Jekyll was like, no, don't even. I'm not happy about that last one. Even though he's a generally happy guy.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got here. And we have him just pushing him, and that's essentially the weakness of Axel. It's him being right up in your face like that.
And Dev with an excellent counter.
Because you see how like one side of each of these last two rounds is going. Now Jekyll can still do something here, but did he press it? Yep, Dev.
Ooh, very interesting. Jekyll is one tap. If Dev can get this pressure.
No, Jekyll's just resetting it, getting purple RC. Oh, and that's a win by Dev.
Yeah, Dev's like, yeah, I'm getting something out of this.
All right, and here comes TK. So we're probably going to be seeing the testament here. So we're going to get to see really how good TK is, because we have not seen TK play yet. Guilty Gear, but we do know Jekyll speaks very highly of him. All right.
It's crazy to think too. For 100K, Jekyll did his thing.
Yeah.
Much less his takes, he didn't do it. Right? Funny. It's crazy the situation.
And it's still LJ on the other side too, and we don't know how good Connor has gotten.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, but I guess this is more so for Dev.
Yeah, and this will be good matchup knowledge to see going into later in the season if they do end up meeting in the playoffs. All right, oh, they're just probably making sure that buttons and everything right. I don't know what Jekyll's telling him exactly, but all he has to do is take one life off of. Yeah, so is it Testament that we see coming up? Oh yes, Testament. Okay. So Happy Chaos. He switched. I wonder if that was a matchup thing. Cause he probably went. Yeah, he probably was like, yeah, I'm gonna choose Finn just to be all in Jekyll's face and make sure that he doesn't have room to breathe.
Mankind knew that they could. Duel 1.
Happy Chaos. And you Testament. Yeah, let's see. Using rolling through, and looks like it's even thus far.
That's an interesting switch up from Dev.
No, I mean I'm sure Dev knows how to play each of these characters.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's interesting that he's like, okay, well I'm gonna switch up here.
And now he has that stain on him, so anything that he does is a little bit more plus. Wait, oh, this was a button check.
Yeah.
I thought for a second they were going at it.
No.
All right. So now.
But yeah, Ghosts are just super hype after a win.
Yeah, no, I mean, unless and I'm not gonna take anything away from Pop, but this is all on
Pop,
TK right now.
Pop just isn't there yet.
It's a different type. It's a different tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Mean, there's not a lot of people that can
deal with that. It's just
that
simple. It's just that simple.
So dash back, fireball. Let's see what he's able to do again. How well he knows the matchup. Oh, he's doing a good job of just keeping him at bay. Right. And he keeps catching him every time he goes for that ground fire or the ground projectile. He just pops him one good time. And let's see, he's gonna Probably.
Yeah, I never liked playing Happy Chaoses. They're always so goofy, but I mean, for me, being an algo player, like, you can always get in on them.
Yeah.
But, like, they're so annoying from distance.
And Dev is just showing, like, hey, look, I didn't do that well the last time, but this is different. All right. And then now we have him full screen with the advantage here. We haven't seen Testament use her teleport yet, which I wonder if that's a matchup thing or if there's a...
Well, it's just, I think it's just comfort. I think TK knows what he's doing with Testament.
No,
but
no, it's just a curious.
yeah, he hasn't really done any of the...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say he hasn't really done any of the Testament setups.
All right. Nice first there.
He's almost like playing Testament too honest. You know what I mean?
Not doing the grimy stuff. And there's the teleport right there. All right, let's see if he's able to do a lot here in this corner.
There you go. There you go. There's more pressure from TK. Now TK's starting to play with some of the mix-ups.
Oh, but
he got caught. He's got. Oh, you got a
nice yellow RC to get him off you. And
he tried to grab. Yeah, that was tough.
And that might have been a matchup thing.
Yeah, Pop has his backpack on.
All right, let's go, Pop. Hey, Pop, take one off of him. Do it for the streets. Hey, so I guess we can see who Pop plays. Is he going to play?
Yeah, I'm
Ramlethal, maybe. Pop seems like a Ramlethal kind of person. Ramlethal or Leo Whitefang, one of those ooga booga kind of people.
Ooga booga.
But Timken, okay, that makes sense too. He's just gonna grab. You see, look at that. So let's see what he. I wonder who did he play? Who did he play? Is he still playing Happy Chaos into this?
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
nope. We're gonna see three different people.
Yeah, he's just showing off. This is who I believe I was introduced to him playing as Kai.
Yeah, I think against TOG.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let's go, Pop.
Pop.
Let's go, Pop. Hey,
Pop.
let's go, Pop. Wait, unless Pop is Kai. You think Pop is?
Or is this a button check? Wait, do we have that right?
Player 1 is the Cobras. Oh, yep, no, Pop is Kai. Never mind. I'm about to say. Yeah, Pop is Kai. So so we've seen Happy Chaos, Potemkin, and Finn Kisuke from.
Perfect. Oh. Hey, hey, well, he got the firebolts off. The thunderbolts.
And that's wow, the Ghost. Yep, doubling up on them, going 14-7. Good win overall.
Great win.
The fighters, not all of the fighters did roll, but they played them close in every fighter and won. How many fighters rolled? DNF, Guilty Gear, what else?
DNF, Guilty Gear, DBZ.
And outside of DBZ, which I think
and
DBZ
MK.
was still... Oh, and MK. Okay, and it looks like we're going to get the victors in here soon. The 14-7 victors that are the Ghosts. Good match overall. Ghosts have really shown their improvement. And... Alright. And we have the victors in here. Go ahead. Hey.
We want a fighting game.
Wait. I want Mystical. No, I want Mystical. Not you, OG. I want
Madden.
I don't care what you want. I want Mystical. All right, so great win today, guys. 14-7. You doubled up the Cobras today. Tell me, how do y'all feel about that win? Somebody.
No, give me the kill. Hey, yo, we feel fantastic. I don't know if y'all saw the difference between that game and the last game, but just know that we haven't played together for 2 seasons. This is a brand new group of people playing. So you just saw domination over the last, 5 hours? Hey, shout out to the Cobras. They were great sports. Shout out to the UEL. I love it. Just so you guys know, if you're new watching, I'm Ryan. I'm one of the Ghost owners here. So I want to pass it over to Dev. Actually, no. Let's pass it over to Mystical and talk about that 2K dub by himself.
Actually, I have a whole lot of stuff to talk about for Mystical.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So, Mystical, coming into today's game, we were asked who to look out for on the Ghost. Who do you want to see something from? And we said, well, we heard a lot about Connor and Rad. We've seen them perform, but we haven't really seen Mystical in the spotlight. So tell me, how does it feel? How do you think his performance ranks among all the performances you've had this season?
I think this is my best performance so far. I don't know. I just came in wanting to play, and I guess I dominated. I just dominated.
Outside of 2K, what was your best win today? What do you think?
Apex. Apex, not dropping Apex no more.
Okay, we're not dropping Apex. We can clip that.
Yeah. Clip that. I'm not dropping Apex.
So I've got a question for two of the leaders on the team that I've seen, and I asked you this question earlier this season. I think you're starting to see what I was getting at. For Mr. OG and Hydro, how does it feel to put together another squad after being dismantled in so much drama from last season? How does it feel knowing that this team's rallying around you guys' leadership?
Hey, it feels really
you're on that
good. Yeah, I mean, this team comprised of mostly rookies, and the leaders. I mean, I think we are owed some damn respect now.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about. Hydro, what's up, man?
It's not anything that I didn't think was possible because I have faith in everybody that I choose and work with, and they all bought in. And it's not.
I'm gonna need you to speak a little bit louder, please.
Oh, I apologize. Is that good?
Yes, sir. Better.
Right.
Is it good, AV?
We good? Well, I mean, it's. Damn, I just lost my train of thought. Everybody's invested. Everyone's taking the time, and the work is showing.
Hey, listen, that was 7 shooters, 7 dubs. Connor, do you have something to say?
We coming for that belt next.
All right. So we really appreciate what we got to see today. I saw some amazing performances, but unfortunately that is our time. Congratulations to the winner of this match, the Ghost. And we will catch you guys next week.
And we'll catch you on Thursday for a matchup between the Bandits and...
Oh, yeah, the Phantoms.
GG's for the Cobras. They played a good game.
Good shit to the Cobras.
Hell of a
An
coach.
insanely good team.
Remember I told y'all to stop playing Kiriko?
Yeah, don't play this man's Kiriko.
Third.
Don't
Good
play his
job,
Kiriko,
coaches,
guys. Yeah, you're not going to beat him if you play Kiriko.
All right, so we'll catch you guys next week, all right?
All right, peace.
Peace.
Hey, logging in games, we lit the squadron, ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them, falling, groveling, we lit in any room, server or camp, though when they see us we stand, we never lead till we end, lead till we champ, once we logging in games, we lit the squadron, ballin', dodging, these moves they hit, we got them, falling, groveling, so we lit in any room, server or camp, though when they see us we stand, we never lead till we end, lead till we champ, beat them advance. We think for the win when we in it, we kill it and leaving no chance to hell we claim. That's not how we move in the wheel of games. Ultimate gamers and still the change, shaking the industry. Plenty she's winning our team, we some killing bees, killing these new bodies still we replenish. We load the artillery, hold the hostility, boosting these trophies we win. We in it all land on the grind, opposition and misery. Leaking they dwell, call us the winners cause we never fail. This is the team that's making a wave on the streams, growing and hanging below. Ultimate end gamers league 1,000,000 degrees, and this is where gamers go pro.